Hey, oh, hey.
Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of the MASE and SHADY show. Thank y'all for joining us. And happy Black History Month.
Am I clear? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. See, because we were glitching. I'm a little glitchy.
We was glitching,
We were
but
glitching.
we are
Hey,
here.
guys. Who's here? Let's see. Hey, Shar.
The people was waiting on us. They see people are dropping in now. Thank you, Oshina, running that mouth, Shar,
Hey, my
Catherine,
Hey, Oshina.
and I know some people are gonna jump
Hey,
in.
Catherine.
It's been a lot going on. We've been away for a while, but we are back. What you
Back
been up
with
to,
you.
since we've been off since the last time we was here?
Well, my new semester started in school.
Okay.
It's online, but I feel like I'm there. No, it's but I feel like I'm there. But it's been going good. Just trying to get that done. What's been
Well,
going on with you?
congratulations. Keep going, and I can't wait till you get your degree.
Yes, I could go pick the people's brain.
I know, right?
Oh my God, you like my little Raquel inspired outfit? I feel like I'm on Power.
All
Like,
right, Raquel. Just don't tell nobody.
clean it. Now
I like the show. I really do like the show, but Kanan's acting be killing me. The way he do it, he tries to sound like 50 Cent so bad to me, and it's just kind of.
No, but all of them sound like they're chewing gum. Like everybody sounds
Well,
like
he don't open his mouth like
yeah, like their mouth is closed, like they're
like that
talking
all
through
the
their
time.
teeth. Like even Raquel, she'd be like, "Look, nigga, look."
I mean, is that how New Yorkers talk?
I don't know. Maybe from Queens. I don't know. I'm from the Bronx. Like, but they just giving like a fake Italian. Like it's like some type of accent. I can't pick up the accent because I never heard it before. But it's like, what? How? Why you sound like you chewing? Like everybody mouth sounds like it's a lot of stuff.
Wasn't like 50 Cent shot in the face or something. That's why.
Maybe he talked like a little because his voice did
mouth
change.
is like that.
According to
I mean, I don't think
his voice changed after the
something.
shooting. It changed his voice. Like it changed, so his voice didn't sound the same. But he does talk like he's gripping his teeth. Like 50 Cent talk like he's gripping his teeth. So I don't know, but I do know it's a boy on Instagram that be reenacting the scenes, but he is some a Haitian boy. It is so funny because he sounds just like Kanan. I mean, cracking up.
You can tell Kanan practiced that voice in the mirror like 1,000 times.
Like and he was getting his lip like curled and ready. But my character and my new boo, and I think that we would have been together. We would have made like such a cute killer couple. Ronnie.
Who?
It's Ronnie, the new character.
Oh, that crazy guy.
Yes. He's not crazy. He just misunderstood.
He's Looney Tunes, and he just.
I really am attracted to him and his glasses.
It's something wrong with that man. It's something.
But he just seems like the ultimate man. Like he's like the strong silent type. Like if I come from work and I tell him I had a hard day at work, that Tom was at the job giving me a hard time. The next day,
go to Tom's house and try to kill Tom.
No, but he would bring me Tom's arm, and I would be so ecstatic. Like, thank you. Oh my God, is this his arm? Like he just seems like that type. He just gives me like a black Jeffrey Dahmer, but without eating the people.
Well, he might later on, because I think that's where they're going, is trying to make him even more psycho. So we have a lot to talk about tonight. So let's go ahead and get started. This is something I just saw a few minutes ago before we even got here. Monique I think she's already done her interview with Shannon Sharp on his podcast called whatever Shay Night with Shay or whatever.
This cracks me up, I swear.
I know Monique is gonna get on there and she's gonna say a lot of stuff that's gonna have people talking. My thing is, I wish we had a better interviewer. Why are y'all going on his little podcast?
Because it's popular and because he does not ask any questions. like this man is.
To me,
Like
it was only popular because of Cat Williams, but to me it wasn't that. I mean, I don't watch it, unless somebody.
What you talking about? When you do
All he do is giggle and wear them tight clothes that Juanita Bynum was talking about. Juanita Bynum would hate this outfit that he has on with the tight shirt, tight
and
pants,
he's falling back on that chair. I'm like,
and leaning back, and
girl, girl down.
But I know Monique has a lot to say, and she's gonna say a lot. And probably I think she wants to outdo Cat Williams. He did a lot for Shay Shay's little channel.
Yeah, he did.
So I'm definitely looking forward to whatever she is gonna bring to the forefront.
Monique is just so dramatic sometimes, and she just be leaning in, and then like what, and when listen, baby. Baby, listen. But she ain't gonna be like, what they did, what?
I don't know how to answer that question. That's my thing.
But she ain't be saying it like low key, like what's that guy? Anthony Brown. When he said
but shout out to Monique. I love me some Monique. She always speaks the truth, and I know it's gonna be some talk about Taraji and her situation coming up. I already know that's gonna happen.
Oh please, Taraji! You see, they're blaming her for the movie flopping.
Did it flop? I thought it did okay. I mean, I don't think it won any Oscars.
They said it was a flop, child, and they said they blamed Taraji because Taraji came out and said that Oprah, the team wasn't teaming. They wasn't she didn't have no craft services.
It was a lot of drama surrounding the promo, though. It was a lot of drama. It was a lot,
but you could tell it was something going on, especially during those promo shoots. Between what's that other one, Haley.
Haley wasn't there.
I said she wasn't. I'm saying, but that was a main factor too because she was one of the main characters as well. And she wasn't there. She was sitting and running around here lying about her pregnancy. And
that's just like lying about.
That's a turn off. Like, I already didn't particularly care for the sister after the sister licked that lollipop the way she did. That really just sent me like another way. The way she got on there and licked that lollipop, I was just like, ew. And now with the other sister, just lying about the pregnancy and then acting like people are stressing her out and stressing her when your man, DDG, I believe that's his name, keeps dropping breadcrumbs and saying stuff and doing stuff. No, your man was stressing you out. Tell him to shut up because he was the one telling everybody that you were damn near with child. And you're sitting there photoshopping, like you went above and beyond. Like
she was photoshopping a video.
And that's a turn off, like to your fans, like, because I'm not a fan of her because she's not like in my age group to like, I see her like, oh, those are cute little girls, cute, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's not someone who I'm particularly like, oh, let me see what they're doing. But girl, and then she want to get on there later and say everyone was desperate. Desperate?
Right.
Desperate to see what?
But the movie, did you see Color Purple? Did you see it?
No, I didn't, but I am going to watch it because it's on Amazon for $19.95.
I saw it on Amazon too. I didn't see it in theaters. I'm gonna pay
my $19.95 because I am a fan of the Color Purple, the original.
The original was better. I'm just gonna say that.
I know the original. They're not going to be able to beat that.
The original was better, and I don't think we can always recreate the classics. Sometimes you got to leave the classics alone. I know it's based off of the Broadway show, and it was a little bit different than the movie.
Yeah, it's based on the book, actually.
The book. So it's based off the book.
Steven Spielberg. So Steven Spielberg directed the first one, but the book, The Color Purple, and I think this one touched more on the book.
Well, I'm thinking it was the Broadway play because it was a lot of singing. It was a lot.
They did a musical, but it originated from the book, The Color Purple. The original movie is a book called The Color Purple that's staple for it. But they said they would lean more into the book as far as like I guess trying to showcase or highlight the lesbianism in the Did they? Because I'm not too sure.
I don't think so. I don't think
like in the first In the first movie, the original, they alluded to it, but when I read the book went into a more of a deeper dive of what
I
was
don't
really
think this
going on.
movie went that deep into it. Boosie running out of the theaters, it was a little bit over dramatic. After watching the movie, it wasn't that serious.
I cannot take him. Like, he is
You
somebody. He's like
act,
the
you was
uncle.
acting like they were scissoring in the movie. They wasn't. It wasn't. It was a peck. Which is what
Is
it
the
was in the
uncle that you
original
hate
movie.
to have. That you know the uncle that come around, but you like the nigga, but you like, this nigga be getting on my nerves and saying some crazy shit.
To me, I feel like every black person should support the movie. But do I think it was a great movie? Not necessarily. It was okay. It was okay.
I don't think they're supporting the movie because Taraji, said how she felt like she was mistreated, and the staff wasn't staffing, and the black actresses deserve their just dues, and blah 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 blah.
Mhm.
So they said a lot of people wasn't, they're gonna, try to run that and say a lot of people wasn't. Ooh, this apple martini. I should have said the ingredients, but I was too busy trying to make it. But I think a lot of people was saying like, hey, they didn't treat Taraji, Cookie, they did Cookie
Mhm.
wrong. We ain't going to see it. So they're
I
gonna
think they
blame it
did
on that.
all of them wrong, but I think that Fantasia and the rest of them were trying to make the best of the situation. Um, do I think they deserve any Oscars? Not really. I mean, but they did a good job. I think each of them did a good job, but people were saying that they were snubbed at the Oscars or whatever. I don't think so personally. Just because black movie come out doesn't mean it's automatically getting an Oscar. But if the Grammys is this weekend, so y'all stay tuned to the Grammys. I might watch them, but
And because there's a lot going on with this Grammy thing because child, they said the Grammys is only invitation only, and it's only going to be celebrities at the Grammys. No, like regular folk. Only a select few. They did show like the stage. I was watching Mob Radio with Malago Graham earlier, and then she did show the stage, and the stage did look like it was a portal. Like, it looks like it's going to be a lot of Illuminati work. I'm not saying it is, but it looks like it. That's going to be done on the Grammys, because I wonder who's going to will anyone allegedly this time, because a lot of energy is needed for certain things. So
I don't know. I don't know, but I just want to see who wins.
I want
SZA,
to see
I think,
Puffy.
has a little.
Do you think Puffy gonna show up? Do you got that picture of Puffy? Puffy look like he living a hard life. The freak off, some freaked off because
Ciroc had dropped. Well, they bought him out of
the
Ciroc.
Diageo brand, because none of those brands was his. It was, well, I believe they were under
But
I
let
know
him tell that was his stuff, and I'm like, okay, so it's really not yours.
no.
But SZA, I think she has 9 nominations. I think that's 8 too many. I think her song "Snooze" was great, but the rest of the album wasn't all that. Um,
Mm.
but she has a lot of nominations, so hopefully she wins something. But I think she should win something for "Snooze." But that's about it. Let's
Is
move.
Beyonce nominated this year? Because they did. Jay-Z allegedly, the Rock Nation brunch, the annual brunch, has been canceled this year.
Um, I don't know why it's canceled. It
They
possibly
said they were going to support,
project.
I guess, one of their friends that's winning a Grammy or nominated for a Grammy this year. So, Beyonce and Jay-Z canceled their Rock Nation tour, and people are a little bit alarmed and saying, what's
Beyonce
going
is
on.
not nominated for a Grammy this year.
Well, they said they're going to the Grammys to support a friend of theirs. So that's why the Rock Nation brunch was canceled.
I mean, Beyonce should have got a Grammy for that last album. I don't know why she didn't get any nominations, but mm, that's neither here nor there. Y'all know how I feel about that. So let's move on to the next topic. Um, I was talking with my coworker at work, and people are upset with Drea because they're saying that Drea is a predator preying on the young.
I believe so.
getting the young seed and bearing children and collecting
This
a
is
check for
disgusting.
years. What do you think? Because Drea is 39
And
and
that's some
she's
old
pregnant.
dusty coochie. I think it's an old dusted, worn in coochie.
Evidently, it's not dusty. She's
No,
still
it
bearing
is
fruit.
dusty and it's worn in. It could be still good because mine is still good, but it's dusty. This is 45-year-old cooch. This cooch been sitting in
She's
rail season.
39. I think she's 39. Hold
Yeah,
on.
and I can't sit there and be slinging it on a little boy like that. He don't know
He's
what to do.
grown. Why y'all
That's a
calling for
little
a
boy.
predator
I'm
and this
sorry.
man is
You gotta
grown?
stop. This is a little boy. At the end of the day, he's what? How old? 20 what?
He's 21.
20. He is barely
He's
able to
21
drink.
and she's 39.
He just became late, but her 39 is like 59 because she's
And
been around the world and allegedly.
is it? Hold on. Let me see. New baby dad, and he's worth a lot of money.
Yes.
He's worth a lot of money.
He's young. He's naive. He's new to the NBA. This is fresh money for him. This boy needs. Where is your mother? Because if I was his, I would have been whipping her behind. Like, you better stay away. I've been every time my son turned her back, I'd have been like 3:00.
He's very much grown. What I was saying at work was it's a double standard because if a man who is older dates a young woman, nobody really has too much to say.
I don't think that's okay now.
Rhea, she's an older woman and she's not that old. She's just approaching 40, but she's a lot older than he is. Do you think it's a double standard?
A woman, let me tell you something. A woman is 39, a woman with children, a woman with a reputation, a woman with speed bumps.
I mean, she doesn't have the best reputation.
No, but this is what I'm saying. This woman has knowledge and has experiences that this man couldn't even possibly have because of his age. He's 21. This woman has dated several sports players. She has children by sports players. She knows a lot more and is more aware, I guess, than this young boy. And for her to, and I think it's wrong on either way, even if it was a man. If it was a 39-year-old man and you know that you're way more mature than a woman. You know, she knows she's way more, especially women mature faster than men.
But he's grown. He knew what he was doing. He know what it takes to make a baby.
No, he know what he's doing.
He know what it takes to make a baby. He's 21.
No, I'm not saying that he's not grown in age, but I'm saying in mentality, I believe she knows what she's doing. That's what I'm saying.
So I think they're still together as a couple. Do you think they're gonna last, or do you think once the baby gets here that she's gonna put him on child support and move on with her life?
By the time he turns 22, they're not gonna last because she's going to be overbearing. She done soils her oats. She done messed around. She done had it like she didn't think this boy could have possibly done what all she's done because he's only 21. So as soon as that baby,
people younger than 21 have children.
But when the baby comes in, the response, it's difference between but you're having a baby by Drea. She's probably going to want to get married because nobody.
I don't think Drea wants to be married, though. I don't think she
does. I believe she does, and I don't think nobody wanted to marry her.
She was engaged, wasn't she? Engaged to
everybody's engaged, but ain't nobody married.
Ooh. Well, if we're gonna be mad at her, we need to be married at Evelyn Lonzada and Shawnee O'Neal.
I'm mad at her too. I'm mad at Shawnee for messing with that gigolo. I'm at and
they said Shawnee was a gigolo before she got married, right before she was married.
A week or something before you you need some good D before you marry the preacher and walk down the aisle. You sitting up in the pulpit, you sitting up there and I believe every word that man is saying because she didn't even come back. She can't deny, fly, nothing because not
she
only
didn't deny it, she just posted pictures of her and her husband.
Right, but girl, he probably knows. Like a lot of times, we're dealing in a tax bracket that we can't even fathom of what's going on. You understand? Because a lot of people that's in those tax brackets, they do certain things, and their partners know. They just don't want to be embarrassed about it.
Right.
So
do you think that he gives Shawnee a pass to sleep around with BBC?
You never know. He could have been like, "Look, you're about to get married to the cloth. You know, you're not only marrying me, you're marrying the church. You are going to become the first lady. So whatever you want to do, get it out now. Because come of Sunday, hallelujah, you cannot do what you was doing before. And they even have text messages from Shaquille. Like obviously Shaquille knew about the situation, what was going on between them. It's like a lot. So therefore, if a Shawnee be sitting up there with her pointing nose, sitting up there like you said, like it. I think he should have exposed it because a lot of these affluent women that go digging down in the hood.
I think it's whack. I think it's so whack for a man.
I think it is whack, but I think that it's necessary. I think it's not right for a man to expose a woman, but it's necessary because a lot of these people look at these women of affluence like there's somebody, they ain't shit.
I don't think, but we the people, I don't think we the people are looking at Shawnee as the ideal
You got some fools that do. Because even like Funky Dineva, I was watching Funky Dineva last week. He said, oh, I can't believe, and Shawnee carries herself in such a way that I wouldn't believe it. No, because you're wrapped up.
If you watch the show at any length, you know that she is not perfect. And she has her ways about her as well. So
she's a mean girl. She's an undercover mean girl. So why would she
on Basketball Wives when Evelyn is on there to back her up? She can't do it without Evelyn. If Evelyn is not on the show, she'll be on there for like the first episode, then she'll leave. That last season, I could not get into it. I think I'm over Basketball Wives at this point. I think it's run its course.
It did, but the other one, was it Miami? The one with Megan? Orlando. That one was kind of good. I'm thinking about still going back.
I haven't watched that one, but looking at it from the outside, it looks very childish. It looks like they're fighting over really small things.
They are, but taking it back to the original Basketball Wives, I think it just gives you that nostalgic feeling. When girls was like pure, like before the girls, we knew all their business and we knew who they was or whatever. So that's just the feeling that we give it because it has the same formula with new girls that we're getting to know, and it just gives you that nostalgic feeling. I think that's what it did for me, at least. Okay. But like Shawnee, but I think that she should have been exposed. I think it is whack for a man to come up, especially when you was paid. Nigga. Like I paid you, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But but I think it should be a turning point and a learning point for these women of affluence. Like stop digging down in the gutter. Go to where Puffy calls his escort.
But money talks, and a lot of people want clout. A lot of people want their 15 minutes. A lot of people want to be known for something. They want to be in the blogs.
Because I put you a watch, and I paid you. I paid you 50 G's. I was trying to give you 10. I was trying to get a discount. You told me no, but I spread out 50, and you still running your mouth. Like it's no honor among thieves.
No honor. Like, speaking of no honor, and we was just talking about the church. I just wanted to bring up our sister in Christ, Kim Burrell. Mm-hmm. She made the blogs last week for her rude behavior while singing at a church, and I guess she was doing the end of the service where she was singing, and let me just play it for y'all. She basically scolded this woman for singing along with her, and she said God was using her, and don't sing while God is using her, and it's just best that I just go ahead and show y'all. But what do you think about Kim Burrell and how she treats people?
I really don't care for her attitude and some of the ways she said, but I do find her a little funny, and maybe that's just her quirky way, because sometimes people have quirky ways that, but as far as on the outside looking in, it's not becoming for especially a woman of the cloth and someone who's supposed to be so steeped in religion to behave that way for me. And especially when you're in the moment and God is speaking through you, you don't hear who else is singing. Like I just don't. I don't know. Like because a lot of times because I can go places, especially when I'm doing certain things that I'm doing. I could go places, but I don't hear the outside world. I can just ramble on, but I don't hear who's singing or whatever. Maybe she does. I don't know. Everyone's spiritual gift works different. So maybe her spiritual gift.
That wasn't no spiritual gift. That was ego. That was straight up ego.
Like, girl, she said she was prophesying, and she's prophesying.
She wasn't prophesying. She was singing a song, and that lady was singing a song with her.
It was like her song in the spirit was healing people as the voice flowed from her.
You should have stopped singing if you was healing people, you shouldn't have stopped when that lady was worshiping with you. It's church. People sing along. That's what they do. It's church. That's
She
people
said,
gonna sing along. You start a
you're not
song, they
on
gonna
the
sing
yellow
along.
bus. The wheels on the bus don't go round and round around here. We don't need
But
her
let's
joining
hear
in.
it straight from her mouth. And y'all let me know what y'all feel about this.
When I say thank you, it's a solo. God's using me. Don't sing with me right now, Lord. I'm singing alone now. You, ma'am, with that mask. Let that mask work for you. I'm singing alone. Lord, I'll be back. No, I'll call on you when I'm ready. Thank you.
So you didn't catch all that shade and all that rudeness
It
coming
was,
from
I
her?
was saying, I don't know how her spiritual gift works. Mine doesn't work like that. If I'm going through something prophetic, I really don't hear the outside world. It just comes to me in forms of visions and voice. But maybe her gift works differently. I don't know. But I just need to know if she's still wearing those shoes.
Those kitten heels.
She got on a kid.
That's the only thing she could put on them feet.
She
Those
had on a
swollen
kid heel behind that pulpit when she was telling that lady to shut up. was she wearing a kitten heel?
Listen, I would be out of that church so fast. I mean, I think she was a guest in that church, but I still
Yeah,
feel
I
like
would be out of a lot of churches. Child, did you hear about Jamal Bryant?
what is he up to now? It better
Now
not be
the
with the
Tasha
state
K.
scandal.
Shout out to Tasha K, because Tasha K done seen him down to the Florida streets. She said in the ice cream shop. He was
I
in
heard.
there with a young lady that body was severing, body yada 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 body
Mhm.
yada 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 yada. And she said, the lady turned around and recognized her. The lady left or whatever. She didn't pay no attention. She see Jamal, was there, whatever like that. Come to find out, said the lady, I guess, is a partner in the church or on the church board or something
Mhm.
like that. And allegedly, this woman, Mo, is sleeping with the church, like people amongst the church. They said that
Couldn't
she's,
be my pastor. That's all I'm gonna say. Couldn't be my pastor.
and it's a lot going on. Like people, and it's so sickening. I just hate that people put all their faith and their trust into these pastors and preachers and bishops and everything like that. These are regular people, child. Let me tell you, God anoints the best of us and the worst of us. Like you have some people that have that do whatever they
Yes.
do, and they still may be able to preach and prophesy and do a lot of stuff. And you just got to take it for what it is. Like you just got to learn how to put your trust in God and put your trust in like that in no man. Like because you never know, a bum off the street could tell you something and tell you the word of God, and like okay, but you accept it from these what did Monique called him, Pastor Holy Whore, I believe.
That's a holy
Um
horse.
yeah, like
You gotta know the word for yourself, and
yeah,
you
this is what
can't
I'm
really
saying. You
go
have to know
by.
God yourself or
But at
whatever.
the
You may
same time, your pastor should not be in the club picking up prostitutes or having all these women in his bed, and you want me, and you're gonna preach to me about being abstinent or being holy and all this, that, and the third, and you out here fornicating.
It's a lot of that, but this has been going on since the beginning of the time with church. This is why I can't get with the church. I'm not walking it. I only walk in the church if I had to, and then if I have to, I really can't get with the church. And I'm not saying all churches are like that and all pastors are like that, but a lot of times you can't put why would I go there and I can read the Bible for myself and I can take my own interpretation. I don't need you sitting there telling me how to be and what to do when you're not even following that. A lot of times
Right.
they're not even following that, and a lot of it always turned me off. The first thing I could remember, even as a child, my family was well steeped in church. Like I can still hear my mother and her list today. Bishop Barnabas, Bishop Barnabas, Bishop Barnabas. Like the Bishop Barnabas was everything. Like, and so all I heard was Bishop Barnabas. I'm like, who the fuck is this Bishop Barnabas? You know what I'm saying? Like, and they spoke about this man like he was a god. You know what I'm saying? Like they put all this trust in the bishop and the preachers and stuff like that. When I look at my mother, like, you ain't shit. Like you ain't like You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't shit. You don't take care of none one of your kids. You got 6 kids and don't take care of none kids, but you sitting in church every day. That's when it first turned me off from church. Like, how can she sit there? She's an abomination. And she sits there in church and she speaks down upon the gays and stuff like that, and people being in same-sex relationships when everybody's fucking in the first pew. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe this woman, this 15-year-old sitting here pregnant, and I don't see no ring on her finger or no marriage, but she pregnant. But it's okay. Like, you let certain sins, or one sin is smaller than other, and you don't even hold to your own word. So why would I take your word? That's when it really originally got turned off from the church. Like, you don't even live how you're trying to preach other people to live, because because why is this girl pregnant? Why is sister such and such fucking deacon such and such? Why is like it's a lie, you know? It was a lie. It's a lie going on. And like a lot, and I just found it was just really phony, and it really turned me off. And I'm like, this can't be of God, because if God is love and God is all this that you preach is, why are you so judgmental? Why are you judging? Why are you so mean to people? Like, the church was really mean. Like,
it can be a real judgmental place, but you have to be. It does build character, I will say, and you will become a stronger person. But it can be a very judgmental place.
Yeah, because I can understand like coming together to congregate for community and stuff like that. But as far as me taking what you're saying as law, and me sitting there looking at a pastor as, because you're just a man. You're just a man. You're a man like me. You have flesh, and your flesh is just as weak as mine. You know what I'm saying? So don't sit here and tell me what to do when you down there to the ice from shop with hoes, allegedly.
Allegedly. So let's move on to the next thing. We have a lot of Married to Medicine news to cover, and I'm going to use this opportunity to use my Married to Medicine intro as I make another drink. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, and we will be right back. It's just about a minute long, so we'll be right back after this. So, y'all, it's a lot going on with Married to Medicine. So,
I saw a cute little clip of Phaedra and her son. What's his name?
The president or the prince or whatever.
The first one.
I know which one y'all know which one you're talking about. The chubby one.
Yeah. Oh my God! It just made me cry.
Speaking of crime, we got to talk about Buffy and her attention wanting behind. I like Buffy sometimes. I think Buffy is a smart woman, but I think Buffy holds on to things for far too long, and she needs to let it go. Let your spirit be free. Just move on. Just feel free from
holding on to her egg.
Go outside and let the sun shine on your skin. Do something. Get a hobby. Go out there, start gardening, read a book. I mean, ma'am, she's been off the show for how long? And she is still singing the same song, but actually she's adding more to it. In a recent interview that she did, I forget his name, with the guy with the glasses on YouTube. He has the big glasses.
Is he a man?
I forget his name.
Is he black?
Yeah, he's black. But I'm about to play the clip anyway, but maybe y'all recognize him. Buffy alleges that Contessa said some things to her about her infertility and made fun of her infertility and was basically trying to, I guess, bully her on the show. And she said, it's not alleged. Y'all can sue me if y'all want to. So Dr. Contessa makes a response video saying that she will sue because what Buffy is saying did not happen, and that there were cameras there, and that there were 10 people in the room, and Buffy is lying on her just to get some more attention. So she's gonna sue her for defamation. So let me pull up everything so y'all can hear straight from Buffy's mouth what she's saying, and then we can make our judgments from there. Hold on. Did you see this, Mace?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
She grabbed my neck and was screaming at me. And she said something really horrible to me. She, was like, get down on the floor and let me rock you like the babies you'll never have. Like, y'all didn't, they cut all that out. Like, these women really went for the,
Contessa said that?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Allegedly.
Not allegedly. She said it. There's no, I'm not saying alleged shit. This shit happened. I dare a bitch to sue me. I will tear everybody ass up. I didn't say no. I could own Bravo. A bitch could own Bravo.
Hi, Contessa here. She did not say that. She's a pathological liar, and she asked for the lawsuit, so let's give her one. Fortunately, there were about 10 people in that room, and all of them are going to be called as witnesses in this defamation lawsuit. You don't get to say anything you want, especially when it comes to there was absolutely footage. So, challenge accepted. Let's see how rich you really are.
Oh, shit.
So what do you think about that, Mace?
I hope Contessa didn't say it. I hope she didn't say it, and I hope she does. I hope she didn't. I hope she didn't say it, because Contessa is a Gemini like me, and that sounds like some shit to say.
But my thing is, she did say it. So what?
That's it, yeah, because sometimes our mouth is faster than our minds, like, because sometimes we be think like, and they'll just blurt out like, oops, you know what I'm saying? But
I know
and then you
Geminis
realize like, oh my god, did I say that? And you don't realize the effect that it may have on somebody because you're tougher. You know what I'm saying? Because like you're tough, like you can say whatever, like you can say, I like that shit. Talk that shit to me, because I'm gonna talk it back, and just be ready. Just be ready, and may the best bitch win. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't peg Buffy as a liar. Like, I think that she does exaggerate, and she may milk things over. She may milk things like something, but I believe it stemmed from somewhere. I'm getting maybe Contessa did say something like that. It's just the energy that I'm getting. Maybe she don't remember saying it.
She probably don't remember.
Hey Cleo. She probably don't remember saying it, but I'm getting the energy of, bitch, you said that shit. Now, I don't know why I'm feeling like that.
Why are you still bothered by that? That was years ago. I'm gonna need you to be strong.
Buffy is still scoring. Buffy came on there with the perfect storyline, the perfect situation. It was very interesting. And for her situation to happen with Dr. Jackie and with Simone, because if anything, you should be suing Simone, Dr. Simone, because didn't Simone tell your business?
The people are saying that Simone is the undercover villain of Married to Medicine.
She is the thief. I'm telling you.
That's what everybody's alleging, is that because Mariah did a recent interview with Carlos King. And she did an interview a couple weeks ago with All About the Tea, and it was more or less the same thing. But in this interview, she alludes to Simone being the one to really backstab her in the voting out process. And you know how sometimes people are they like to be neutral, but then they like to be the one to bring you bad news. Oh, so-and-so said they don't like you, so they're not going to invite you.
That's Simone. You're describing Simone, right?
Yeah. I'm describing Simone. That person is on the fence, but always is delivering bad news and excluding others based off of what other people are saying, and kind of what they really want to say, but they don't want to be the bad guy. But
but they want to be. No, she has villain and hero syndrome. It can't coincide. Simone, to me personally, this is just my opinion of Simone, and ever since I saw her, she always gave me the energy of like she want to be the hero, but you want to be the villain too. Like, but you can't be both. Like you're sitting there, you want to be the one that stirs the pot. You see what she did with Quad? You brought up the fact that she wasn't married and should she still be here and such and such. But then when everybody started thinking about it, because you planted the seed, right? For everybody to think about it and be like, oh, but wait, this is our friend. But you just told her, you know what I'm saying? You just.
But she's done this multiple times. She did it to Mariah. She did it to Quad. She's gonna do it to whoever. She's doing it to Jackie. This episode coming up, I think she's willing to do whatever it takes to stay on the show. Whatever the producers want from her, she's gonna do it. I don't care.
I'm telling you, Simone is one of those friends that you gotta meet her where she's at. You gotta know what to tell her and what not to tell her. You just have to use your discretion with Simone.
She's low-key messy, and I didn't really think that way about Simone. But
I did. As soon as I saw them teeth, it ain't nothing but a messy person that's gonna have them teeth sitting out there like that. And she's a whole doctor. She didn't have Dr. Heavenly found them teeth. That takes a messy bunny. It takes a messy hair. That's not even a bunny. That's a hair. That's a whole grown ass.
That's what Mariah called it, the Easter bunny.
Oh, I got hair. Like that's a hair.
Yeah, she's very treacherous. Very treacherous. That episode that's coming up. I saw the preview and it looked like Sweet Tea is getting into it with Dr. Jackie, and I'm ready for Dr. Jackie to be in a hot seat again because I'm sick of them acting like they just on a pedestal and you can't say anything to them. There needs to be a cast shakeup with Married to Medicine. I think
I want Dr. Jackie
in lieu of Mariah's interviews that she's been doing. The people, and I'm reading the comments, the people been asking for Mariah back for a long time. They've been wanting her back. And I think she deserves to be back on the show.
We need to set up a petition. Next season, I want Mariah Huck back. I want the.
That's what everybody's been saying. I don't know what it is with her and Bravo and the producers. Maybe what it is that,
but a lot of times when you're dealing with a machine like that, they don't like to give the Black woman the credit.
Or too much power.
A lot of times because like that was her idea. This is not a case of Nene where Nene was a cast member and Nene was a very pivotal cast member. So she thought that she was deserving of something because she was a pivotal cast member. This is a point of someone who is a creator, someone who is a thinker. This is a thinker. This is someone who uses their brain to create. You can't fuck with a creator. That's just that people who write their own shit and create their own shit, you can't fuck with them because you can never keep up. That's why I tell them, you can't keep up with my wigs because I apply my own wigs. I don't gotta wait to go to the beauty parlor to put them on. I can do it myself. So you can never keep up with a person that does it themselves. You understand? Like people that do it themselves, that's when people are like, oh, such and such, you do your makeup and stuff because I do it myself. I can look however I want to, whenever I want to, because I can do it myself. So you won't never be able to keep up with me. You understand? So don't even try. But like she's a creator and she's a thinker. She's the one who brought this idea and it brought it to fruition. Bravo just brought it to fruition, but she can think of another show. And a lot of times they don't want that person on there, especially if the show is so successful. Like this was the person who was really the brains behind it. This was the real person behind it. The real person behind
she was
it.
part of the DNA of the show.
I don't think they put a hard time down to the bank. I think they're paying.
I mean,
her.
She's still getting a check. She's still getting a good check.
Right. They're not going to give her that hard time down to the bank, but they're going to give her that hard time publicly. She's not going to get that credit and that recognition.
They don't want her to be too big, and I think they had enough of Nene, and they was trying. They don't want them egos to get too big. Brennan that Mel says, don't you think Mariah would do better on her own, such as setting up a YouTube channel or becoming a commentator? Did you see her studio? Bravo will only hold her back. I think she can do both. I think she has an amazing studio that she's opened up in the outer Atlanta area. And I think that's going to be a lucrative business for her because it's Atlanta. Everybody's a producer. Everybody's a singer. Everybody's a rapper. Everybody's a streamer. Everybody's doing something down here. So she's going to get a lot of business.
She's doing it on her own, but I think she would do better if she had that push from Bravo.
Just like Candy. Candy
Bravo
to promote her other stuff.
Cereal business opener. She does but Bravo is the one that's giving her that recognition because Bravo is a national platform. Everyone watches the house.
Actually international.
Yeah, internet. That's what I mean. International. It's an international platform where everyone watches the Housewives. Everyone wants to be a part of that brand. So therefore, if Mariah gets her foot in the door and becomes a cast member, say on the next season, and even if she stayed there one more season, she come for that one season and plug her studio and plug what's going on with her and such. I think that she can strive beyond measures.
I think this is a good time for her to come back because her and Quad, they're not hating each other like some of that steam has kind of let out a little bit. And I feel like her and Quad can actually have a conversation and get to some type of understanding.
Even if they don't, that's even juicier. Like I would like them to get to understand it.
I think the way the way Mariah is talking, especially in this interview, she's speaking her truth, but she's not being nasty about it. She's not being nasty in her interview. She's throwing a little shade, but I don't think she was being nasty. And back then, it was nasty. Both of them was throwing darts at each other. You was on drugs. Well, you used to be this, and you used to,
Yeah, because that was hard to watch a demise of a friendship because I do believe that they were true friends, and I do believe Mariah was that girl. And she was
Mariah gave Quad a job.
You know what I'm saying? Mariah was that girl, and Quad was trying to be that girl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She was that girl in the making.
Quad forgot her position though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So once you got on there, you start showing. It's just like what I equate that to like the Braxtons. As far as like when the Braxtons first initially came on, we were looking for Tony with the Braxtons. Right. We were looking for Tony. Tony was the celebrity.
Tony was barely on there. That first couple seasons, Tony was barely on there.
But then Tamar took over the show. So everybody is now interested in, your little sister Tamar. So Mariah being the creator and the brains behind the show, and she bring her friend on, and she's thinking she put her friend on, and your friend come on there with all the being a fag hag, excuse me for lack of a better term. That's what she was, a fag hag.
I think both of them were doing that though. Both of them were using
it. Mariah was doing it, but Mariah couldn't even do it to where she was doing it. Quad was doing it well. You know what I'm saying? Quad was giving.
Quad has this fake European accent.
She was giving that fake hysteria. Like
I don't know if it's European or I don't know where the accent is from, but it's not.
Memphis. It was like country. It was like country bumpkin meets Caucasian. It was like
I mean, when people come out the hood, they don't want you to think that they were ever from the hood. But Quad, you're from like Memphis somewhere.
Yeah, so she had the Memphis twang, and she was trying to talk educated, and she had the slang and girl. And
but both of them was doing that. Nene does it too. It was really popular at that time. Coming on these shows and be like, yes,
bitch, yes. But Quad really lived in it. Quad lived in it down to her dogs. Quad lived in it down to her relationship with her husband. We did not see that Mariah was not like I don't know the proper term for it, but Quad was not like as wifely as Mariah. Mariah seemed like she was into her marriage.
Right.
Quad seemed like she wasn't into her marriage, like, child, please, it ain't nothing about Chloe and Corey. Right? What is the
I don't think that Quad necessarily loved Greg. I think she was like Toya. She married her husband to have a certain type of lifestyle. And Toya, I don't think Toya wants to be with Eugene. Every season is something wrong with Eugene. His thing too small, his low testosterone. He too big. He working too much. It's something. He need to eat a biscuit.
I feel sorry for him.
He not going on the right dates. He not taking you to the right places. I'm like, what does Eugene have to do to please Toya?
I feel so sorry for Eugene because I feel that he loves Toya, and that you know how the nerd that gets the girl, like, because he gives me like a little nerdy vibe, and that he got the girl because Toya gives me fly girl. She gives me Detroit fly girl. You know what I'm saying? What? Oh, I married a doctor. Like, how you meet somebody and you don't know he's a doctor.
But they knew each other while they were in college, right?
Yeah, I'm saying like she, it just gives me that. But maybe she loves him. Like, who knows? But I do feel sorry for him because I do think he should As far as what we see on the show. I don't know what she does behind the scenes, but as far as we see on the show, I think he does deserve to be treated better. It's just that I don't believe, especially women that stay home, because I'm more of a traditional woman. I don't even think women should be driving. Like, I don't, honestly.
Well, that's
I don't.
because you live in New York, okay?
But no, I think that
other
women's
people-
place is in the home and in the kitchen. Like, I do believe that you should be educated.
well,
You should be
Toy don't even know how to cook.
But I don't
This
think you
man
should be
go to
working.
work. This man go to work, come home and cook,
Right, and his dinner should be
and you
done.
still complaining. I'm
His slippers
confused.
should be at the door. This man affords you a lifestyle that you wouldn't be able to afford on your own. His slippers should be at the door. His dinner should be ready. He should not have to come
But
home
then
and
again,
cook.
Eugene should demand that. Eugene should be demanding
He
that.
shouldn't have to.
If Toya can't supply that what he needs, that he should be demanding that. You, especially with her not having a job and you're a tennis expert. They have you down as a tennis expert.
But not a tennis expert, child. He's not running around nobody court. But I would just chalk it up to the words of Jill Scott. You can't tell me what to do if you can't tell me what to do. Because it's
Right.
like
So you putting it
you
down.
need a strong man, like, in order to lead. Like in certain situations, like, I can be very subservient to a man, but you have to be a leader. If I
Right.
feel that you're a jackass and you don't know what you're doing, I'm going to have to take over, and that's where I lose
So
respect.
that's where the respect comes from. You're saying
I
that
lose
she
respect
doesn't
for you because
respect
if I have to do
Eugene.
everything and I have to think everything, what do I need you for?
Well, she needs him for that financial
No, that's what I'm saying.
stability.
She needs him for the money, but he's not being respected, I think, as a man, because you shouldn't have to come home and cook. I understand that may be a passion.
That's crazy.
Like to grill on the weekends, but this man, he worked when he did the COVID thing, and they showed, like, during the COVID, I felt so sorry for him. This man was drained. This man was working shifts, coming home, like, have
This
to,
is
rip
an older
your
picture
clothes
of
up at the
him.
door, shower. No one knew what this disease was. It was very novel at the time.
They've
No
been
one knew.
together for a while. They've been.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe she do love him, or
She probably
she
do love him, but
love
she
him.
probably loves him because it comes to a point where you love people as brothers, like as family members, because they're your family members.
Do you think she was messing with somebody in the neighborhood, like Anila said?
I
Do you
hope
think
not. I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe it.
You don't think so? The mail carrier.
I don't even tap into my energy to even find out if she was. I don't want to believe it because I want to look at Toya different if I even get an inkling that she did, and I don't want to look at her different because I like Toya.
Well, you know, she from the hood, but she, you know, this was her ticket out the hood. Once again, another hood rat, allegedly, that came up. But we wish them the best. But since
I hope that that they have those two cute little handsome sons. But Toya, take care of Eugene because you don't want somebody else to take care of him. A little nurse come by and see how he's being treated. I've been watching the shows.
Or get in his DM like Sweet Tea did. Somebody can slip in his DM. So let's talk about this real quick before we get into the meat and potatoes of tonight's show, because we got to get into the mess of it all. What's going on with the beginning of the year and everybody want to start beefing with each other? Everybody want to fight?
Oh my God! I almost
What's
had an
going
incident with
on? Jacquees and what's going on?
Trey Songz. Well, allegedly, they was down to the Dubai's. Now, Trey Songz and Jacquees
Are they on tour together? That's what I heard.
I believe so. If I'm not mistaken, I think they are. But I think they were at some restaurant or something. They was at a club in Dubai, a restaurant or something like that. Jacquees came out and said that Trey Songz was in the in the spot acting aggressive, wanting to fight him. Such and such over a girl, and that they went outside and he swung on him and obviously took out 3 to 4 of his dreads. I'm trying to line up an interview with the dreads.
Yeah, they say he was pulling hair. So was Trey Songz pulling hair, you guys?
He probably did. Like slapped him, slap, and pulled his hair. But the dreads was laid out. It was 4 dreads laid out.
Pulling hair. I mean, that's what I heard, is that he was pulling hair, and it's real sassy. real sassy. And Jacquees is all of 5 feet tall. And I don't know how tall Trey Songz is. But Trey Songz's latest lawsuit was dismissed. So congratulations to him. He dodged another bullet. But I don't know what's going on with them. I think Jacquees is looking to get some clout off of it. This story hasn't picked up any steam thus far because I don't think Trey is going to respond publicly about this.
He doesn't respond publicly. He has them old school, probably PR team that says, just like Diddy, that says don't say anything because it'll go away. Don't say anything because it'll go away.
I think that's the smart thing to do is not to respond. I mean, you going back and forth like the next people you're talking about is going to make both of y'all look stupid.
Right, and but I didn't like as far as Jacquees, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing his name wrong.
Jacquees.
The king of R&B, the kings of ribs and biscuits, because the only king of R&B I recognize is Bobby Brown. Okay, and as far as him, I just found it really lame that he said that, yeah, this guy is a rapist. Everything that he did was true. Like, but sir, you just was saying that this gentleman swung on his brother. So the brother obviously was you. So if you were that cool with him and you felt that he did these things or whatever like that, why didn't you say anything earlier? Don't wait to Mad Day and try to call him out about being a rapist when if this behavior was going on, because obviously where there is smoke, there is fire. I am sorry. I said it. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Something is going on. If multiple women
hold up. I just went on Jacquees' page. What's going on with Jacquees? Some of these
I saw him, he was fighting over a bag of the yayo, and him and Dej Loaf was fighting a man down to the vacation.
What's going on with Jacquees? This picture is crazy to me. What's going on? What does he have on here? What is this? What is that?
I don't know.
He's so small, but he tries to wear these oversized clothes. I don't get it. What's going on, Jacquees?
All I know, I want him and Keith Sweat to do a duet.
Why are you taking pictures from the back?
He looking over his shoulder. Look at him.
It's giving sass. It's giving a lot of sass. Why are you taking pictures from the back, Jacquees?
Yeah.
And does he have a neck? Does he have a neck problem?
That damn, I don't know what he sings. I don't know what he does. All I know, the last time I saw
does
him,
he even have his own album out? Because all I know,
gentleman that Tasha K interviewed that he was fighting him over a bag of cocaine. That's the last time. That's the last time him and Dej Loaf was down to a vacation spot or something, and somebody had the yayo and the
Hey Ray.
Hey Ray. Oh my God, please check out my girl Ray all day. She is doing the recaps and the reviews of Power, and she is giving some good reviews over there. And I think you need to be nicer to my man Ronnie Ray. Like, I need Ronnie to be spotlighted. Ronnie needs to be spotlighted all through the show.
You know what I was upset about? I was upset about Nick. They shouldn't have did Nick like that. I was really upset by that. That hurt my feelings.
It was.
Why you gonna get rid of a good character like that, just like that? Sometimes Power be killing me.
But Nick was going. But I think they brought in Nick going. You know, R.I.P. Nick, sleep in peace. But they brought in a better character who was more.
But somebody was telling me, me and my coworkers, we talk about Power, and one of my coworkers was saying they believe Nick is still alive because nobody has found him.
Nick is dead as a doorknob. All right.
They said, well, maybe Nick survived because nobody found his body.
Nick is in a landfill. They probably did leave it open, but I doubt if they're going to have it for him to come back because the way he was bashed down. And then Ronnie don't make no mistakes, okay? Because Ronnie makes sure the dirt is done, all right? Ronnie is very thorough. That's one thing about Ronnie. Ronnie may not have a mama's love, all right, but he knows how to red and rum, all right? He knows how to man and slaughter, all right?
Wanda Woman says, my first thought it was a love respect between Trey Songz and Jacquees. Apparently it was over a woman. It was over a woman.
That wasn't even Jacquees. He said it wasn't even. But they did. I was watching DJ Academics, and he did bring up. He was discussing this issue as well, and he did bring up an old clip of 50 Cent, and this was years ago during when he used to do the tycoons party, the billionaire tycoon party or whatever like that. And Tony Yayo, when they were speaking about how 50 Cent had to put Trey Songz out because Trey Songz was aggressive like with the women, like trying to like basically being Mr. Steal Your Girl, like seeing like, you know, women with other men and approaching them, trying to talk to them and getting mad when the men are mad because like, hey, you're trying to talk to my woman. He wanted to fight them. Like I said, you know, ever since Trey Songz was down to the block during a block party with them tight ass cornrows that look like stitches, so I don't want to leave. I just knew he was up to no good.
But him and Jacquees, it's funny you mentioned that. They both do that yodeling thing that gets on my nerves.
I want him and I want Jacquees and Keith.
If somebody ever does that, I'm cutting the song off. I hate that. I hate it.
Like, because you know our original sheep, the original sheep of Black people was Keith Sweat. You know, merry go round, then you know that's what Keith was given. You know, and Jacquees is giving more of a goat, like. You know,
I'm like, oh. I was like,
I want the farm animals to come together.
If that's what we're gonna be doing. When in that mouth says, I think when artists engage in beefs, it's because they are lacking in quality content, music, or material to deliver. That, or sometimes you're jealous. B, you know, we're gonna get into our next story. Sometimes women are jealous.
I'm trying to call nobody jealous.
I'm calling somebody jealous. I'm calling somebody jealous.
Ain't nobody jealous over
no. Let's go ahead and get to the next thing.
That ain't got shot in the foot.
Let's talk about delusion. Let's talk about jealousy. Let's talk about cocaine. Let's talk about marrying.
Cocaine.
Let's talk about all of that. Let's bring that up. So, Megan Thee Stallion recently released her single called Hiss. And Hiss was, in Hiss, she addressed a lot of her issues. She addressed the Tory Lanez situation. She addressed her ex-boyfriend. And she also had a line in there about Megan's Law. And Megan's Law is a play on words, but Megan's Law is an actual law regarding R. You know what I mean, R, when I say R.
There was a young girl, Megan Conquer. I'm sorry I apologize if I'm mispronouncing the last name. Mm-hmm. It was a neighbor. It was a horrible situation where the neighbor had kidnapped, assaulted, and took her out. And so therefore they were saying that this person had did it before. This was something that this person, it was a pattern. So in order to try to, combat that, they came up with Megan's Law that was named after this young lady, to whereas any sexual offender or predator that moves into your neighborhood or your area, you will be notified. Like their information is.
They have to sign up on a registry everywhere they go.
Nicki Minaj, husband. This is a well-known fact. Like
husband and brother, and possibly.
But let's make this clear. Let me make the preliminary statement. let me be clear.
Here come the bars.
Oh, no, let me clear this so everybody can be clear on where I stand. You understand what I'm saying? I do believe, like I said, I believe her husband, although he was 15, although Jennifer, he was 15 or 16 or whatever like that, I do believe, in my opinion, that it was done to her. And this is what he was convicted of. I believe that woman, her story has not changed. That woman is not lying, in my opinion. I don't think she's lying.
And she's scared.
I think she's scared. I think she's done a lot. And I think Nicki Minaj was wrong to get on her platform, right? And sit there and say, I think she handled that situation totally wrong. If you want to marry an offender, that's on you. You understand what I'm saying? But as far as him of the thing that he was convicted of, and as a woman, I just feel that you should have sat there and said, look, I don't know what he did. I was not there.
You weren't there.
That's not the man that I married today. I don't know what he did before, but the way you got on there, girl, and said, it's a white woman. You know what I'm saying? And with your inflictions and stuff like that, and alluded to the fact like this woman is outright lying was totally wrong.
But she's showing her character then, and she's showing it now.
Right, and I think
that
was totally wrong. But like I said, but as far as this like beef with Megan, I'm team Nicki on the beef with Megan as far as rap, as the rap goes.
So you think that Bigfoot song was good?
I don't think the Bigfoot song was better than Megan's song. I think it was lyrical.
Well, why can't you have? I think it's enough food at the table for both Megan and Nicki to eat.
But
why did Nicki? Why did Nicki have to release a diss track an hour after?
Because she was in already. She was waiting for this, and you know what it is too.
Why can't you let this girl have her moment? Why can't you just say something real quick?
You talking about Megan's Law, but was you worried about Megan Law when you were standing next to him, whore?
Yes, but
I said, you wasn't wearing
this song. Get on the radio before you.
This woman came to her house and sat in her face with this person that's on the registry.
But she didn't mention her by name.
No, but this is not the point. You know who she was talking about. At the end of the day, let's not play semantics and let's not play dumb. You know, and like I said, Megan is scared. Megan is a scared little girl right now. Megan is a scared little girl. Megan ain't got nobody. She ain't got her mama dead. Her daddy dead. She ain't got nobody, no real fucking family that's going to stand by. You got a machine. You got a machine behind you. A machine that's pushing you up against somebody. And
what does Nicki have? Like gang members and rapists behind her?
What I'm saying, no. Just understand what I'm saying. I'm not talking about the gang. What I'm saying is that maybe this is not Megan's idea. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is how I worked for. I understand how I work behind the scenes. They're going to pick one person. Like I get where Nicki's coming from in certain aspects. I don't agree with everything she said.
So you think it was okay for her to talk about her mother, her deceased mother?
Lying on your dead mama. On your dead mama.
What did she? My thing is, what did Megan lie about?
But what did she say that was wrong? Because Party said it. People don't understand English language. Let's be clear. She did not say nothing ill about the woman. If I say you lied on your brother, you lied on your brother. What am I?
No. But if
your mama dead, she just
dead mother.
But if she's dead, what the fuck? I'm supposed to dig her up, resuscitate her, make her alive, and say you lied on her, and that would be okay?
Was Nicki encouraging her fans to go to the gravesite? Was she doxing the mother's grave? Somebody.
Was they encouraging her fans when they won the Nicki father's grave? Did anybody encourage their fans? Fans are stupid. You got these stands and these.
I think the Barbs take it. I think out of everybody, people like to talk about the Beehive is crazy, but I feel like the Barbs are a whole lot.
That's what I'm saying. But that's a fan. But you know better. If you're over 18, you know better than to go. They didn't go to that woman's grave anyway. That's a ploy. They did not go like the grave people said. Nobody was there. That's a lie. Like that's a lie.
You talking about nobody was at Megan's grave?
Nobody was there.
They said they upped security. Somebody was trying to get to the grave.
That was a made up lie. That was a made up lie.
Somebody doxed the grave.
They were not there. They said they doxed the grave, but the grave said they got a call saying to beef up security because people were threatening to do this, but no one actually did.
Because they upped security.
But what I'm saying, even if they did, is that Nicki? That's her fans being
but
stupid.
Nicki has the responsibility. She knows her fans are stupid and slow. She knows her fans are going to do whatever she says.
Let me tell you something real quick. I speak to the dad all the time, and they ain't worried about you. The dad ain't worried about you. The dad ain't worried about her talking about she lying on her dad mama. The dad don't care. And this is why we stay on such a low vibration and we can't even commune with them because we worried about stupid shit. We worried about Nicki Minaj saying that this girl was lying.
I'm not worried about it. The fans, the Nicki, the
but nobody didn't say that when Party said
that
you swore on your mother. But Party, her man, somebody who was with her and who was fucking her, said that you swore on your mother and you lied. So if I swear on my grandmother and be like, I'm swearing on my dead grandmother. She
swore on her mother about what?
My mother died. So somebody could say I was lying on my dead mother.
She swore on her mother about what though? I still don't know what she said about the mother.
Well, Party, this is what I'm saying. Nicki took that line she got from Party on that song. Megan, the person that he wrote about her. He said, I asked you, was you fucking these niggas? You looked at me in my face and said you wasn't, and you swore on your mother. So that's why I believed you. Because you swore on your dead mother.
Megan if she
Party song. Did anybody listen to Party song that's called Meg the person? The person?
I don't think I have.
Okay, listen to that song and then we could come rebuttal. That's what I'm saying. You go listen to the song, and Party was the first person to say she lied on her dead mama. On her dead mama, lied on her dead mama. On her dead mama.
But don't you think that's immature considering that
Nicki's immature, but
Nicki's daddy is dead and Nicki's daddy was ran over by a car?
And so what you know what? And then she come out and say, but Meg, this is rap.
What if I said that your daddy got ran over?
I got so many rhymes for Meg. Meg could come out and be like, bitch, your father wasn't built for it tough because the nigga was ran over by a truck. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Come back, bitch. What the fuck? Like, this is rap.
I think her team is trying to get her not to go back and forth because it's making.
Because you know why?
Nicki really look bad.
You know why? You know why her team don't want her to go back and forth? Because she's gonna play that victim. She's gonna play the victim like somebody's bullying. This is rap, bitch. Rap. Like, if you want to come back and say Nicki Minaj, father got ran over, I'll be singing that too. He got ran over by a truck, dead and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, don't you think that's taking it too far? Don't you think that's also
it's
lazy?
Not too far in rap. It's not too far.
Isn't that a lazy read?
No,
your mama dead.
Nas said he nutted. Come on now. JC said he nutted on Nas's car seat, on his baby car seat, and that it's not too far. It's rap. Girl, learn how to rap. She's not going to come back because you can't.
I'm not you talking about learn how to rap when Nicki Minaj.
No, please. The Megan Thee Stallion got one flow. Or you simply a bum digger. Which one you? What flow you? What flow? I'm Meg Thee Stallion, big Stallion. Like, come on,
the bars
girl.
didn't even like that one. I mean, nobody really liked that
girl,
one.
You're like 6 foot. You like Bigfoot.
Okay, she got big feet. Tall people have big feet.
Get up on your good foot. Like, police. I got big feet too. I got size 11. I've been looking at my feet ever since Nicki said that shit. I've been looking at my feet like, you fucking bitch. You understand what I'm saying? So,
I mean, tall people have big feet. What? So what?
But I'm saying it's just rap. It's rap. She took True Tea and made it into a rap. She took her rant, what people was calling was her rant, and made it into a rap. But the
only thing that Megan said was talking about Megan's law.
Right, but you know what? Maybe she got offended. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she got offended. Let's be clear. Maybe she got offended because Megan was you worried about Megan's law when you was in his face, whore? When you was in his face and you was up in Nicki Minaj's husband's face, asking her to drive the boat, trying to throw liquor down her throat, asking her to abort her child, that's wild. Like, come on now. Like, you wasn't worried about Megan's law then? It was up in his face. So now that thing you're gonna bring up Megan's law. Let's be clear. Megan like she said, but I understand where Nicki's coming from because she's a pawn that they're using.
No,
they're using you, girl. Because if they're not using you, it's rap, bitch. Where's your comeback?
Nicki, you claim to be the queen, but you act like the peasant. Once again, you're acting like a peasant. Beyonce would never. I hate to keep putting Beyonce in it.
Her mama
Beyonce would never be going back and forth with another artist.
No businessman, and her mama wasn't no business owner. She's not Beyonce. She's not Beyonce. I'm not Beyonce. I'm a street bitch. Like I said, Megan the thing, because first of all, we ain't even doing all that rapping. That's why I don't even go back and forth like on the internet and shit like that. Because bitch, I'm gonna be at your door.
And right. And Nicki Minaj is approaching 40. And you're going back and forth with people.
And I'm 45 and I'll still run down on you. I'm 45 and I will beat your ass. and I will come to your house. I don't do all that talking. We ain't arguing on the internet.
Person is different than going back and forth and creating social media fodder.
Rap. This is what I'm saying. What is going back and forth about rap? You threw a slug. And she threw a torpedo. Now you supposed to come out.
But why can't we just let?
No, because it's rap. You are too soft.
And let Nicki have her cake.
You're too soft. It's rap. It's too soft. Nobody's going to respect Megan anyway. We don't. You're not going to be respected. Ain't no real niggas going to do no verses or going to get on the album with you. You ain't no real rappers is going to get on no album with you. You said what you said. Now stand on it, bitch. You brought up, you started it. You said what you said. Now stand on what you said, because what she said wasn't a lie. That's why hit dogs will holler. You brought up Meg. You ain't mad at me. You mad at Megan's Law. That was a slick ass bar. You said what the fuck.
It was a good bar, and it hurt me.
You stand in what the you said. You said what you said. Hold that down. Now Nicki said what she said. Bitch, come back, because this is rap.
It's Black History Month. We don't need to be
give a damn. This is rap. People are too soft.
Black History Month.
This is soft. People are too soft. You threw a pebble. She threw a boulder.
Mama, it's too much.
And it's not about bringing. And people don't understand the English language. This woman did not say anything negative about her mom. She said you lied on your dead mother. Okay, you lied on your dead mother.
Bringing up that she, talk. You know how it feels when somebody brings
morally incorrect, but this is rap. This is rap. She didn't say your dead mother was a hoe too, because I would have said your mom was a hoe too. That's where you learned it from, bitch. That's what I would have said. But I said,
but your daddy did. I mean, right. Your daddy got ran over.
But so what? People are so worked up and so concerned over the dead. So what? They're fucking dead. Do you think they care about you? You better worry about the living.
What y'all need to do
I'm worried about you threatening my family that's alive. I'm not worried, because if somebody talk about my dead grandmother, so she dead. If you want her so bad,
it's not so for me. Especially if we had a connection and you just go talk about my dead relative.
Right, we had a connection and you was around my molesting we had a connection. You was around my husband, so therefore you didn't feel about Megan's Law when you was around them, bitch. When you was trying to get that
the doors to the church, y'all. We want to hear y'all.
When you was trying to get the feature, you wasn't worried about my husband. When you was trying to get the feature, right? You wasn't worried about Megan's Law then.
I dropped the link if y'all want to join in.
I think it's rap.
Nicki Minaj is a hater, and
she may be a hater, and she may be all that.
Nicki Minaj, she has a reputation of going at it with other women. Like it's a list of women that.
This is why I'm saying this is not no girls club. This is what people mistake. Like, we supposed to be friendly.
It's a whole list.
I'm not your friend. I'm not you're my competition.
It can't be everybody else except Nicki. That's what I'm saying. It can't be everybody else.
If you want the crown, snatch it. If you want the crown and rap.
But if you the queen, you don't have to snatch nothing. If you already the queen.
You take it. If Megan is so bad and Megan is so this, come back lyrically and take it.
But I think also a lot of people don't like Megan because a lot of people do feel like Megan is a liar.
She is a liar. I personally
Megan has a lot of stuff with her.
Is she talented? Yes. Is she still a whore to me? Yes.
And people are saying she's a whore and that she's a liar and that she
sleeping around with everybody. I'm sorry.
People feel that way.
I'm sorry, and everybody want to do this liberal thing.
Do y'all mind if I pull up the foot picture, because we was having an argument at work. Do
I think she shot her foot? No.
So, did you see the foot picture when she allegedly got shot? Did you see a hole, or did you see glass or blood, or did you see a hole in her foot?
My friend Olivia got shot in the foot, and somebody actually told her to dance, bitch, dance. I mean, for real, I was there. Somebody literally pulled out and shot her in the foot. She got shot in the foot. It was nothing like that. Like I said, I do believe something happened to her. Maybe it was ricochet. Maybe it was thing. But I don't think she was shot in the foot, because there's no hole in her foot. My friend had a hole in her foot.
A few days later with Cardi B.
That's what I'm saying. It's something that was going on with that case. And it was something convoluted. I think everybody was too drunk to know that. Everybody was too intoxicated to really know what was going on.
Yeah.
I do believe nobody don't even know what
got convicted based off of.
I'm not saying that the man did shoot her, I'm not saying, I just don't think didn't attempt to shoot her or what have you, but I think a lot of stuff went on and people were intoxicated and nobody knows what really happened. But I've seen somebody get shot in the foot, and you were shot, and even like Nicki said, emotionally, you were shot.
So I'm looking at the foot picture, and I'm not going to post it because I don't want us to get the picture down. All I see is like a gash, and it's like a few gashes. It's like a cut.
I saw the foot
It doesn't
picture.
look like
It
doesn't look like a bullet hole.
Where's the fragments?
It looks like a gash.
Fragments all of a sudden get lost. That whole case was kind of.
Did they find a bullet in her foot, or did it go through her foot?
They did not find no bullet. Allegedly, they found fragments, and the fragments.
It probably ricocheted. I think they were, number one, they were all drunk, like you said. I think everybody was drunk because y'all got kicked out of Kylie's house. Kylie was sick of y'all, and she was like, y'all niggas need to get out of my house. Y'all was drunk when y'all left Kylie's house. And then y'all was arguing.
Everybody loves a victim, but
everybody put out the gun. Tory was on probation because he was beating up August Alsina. He was beating up other people. So
that's what he trouble. He should have got the whole 5 years for punching August Alsina in the nose because he had no business jumping up.
He beat up August and he beat up somebody else.
He just punched him for the mere fact that August Alsina is fine as a motherfucker and August Alsina is tall. And that nigga deserved 5 years for punching him in the nose.
Whatever he did, August Alsina was bloody. So he was in trouble for that. He was on probation. I think that he didn't want to get caught with the gun. So that's maybe why he was trying to get Tory, Kelsey to cover for him because Kelsey wouldn't get as much trouble.
No, but where's the gun? First of all, they're saying right now, allegedly, there is a tape out there where, and I always felt that they said Kelsey did it. They said that Kelsey should, and you have to put in perspective everything that allegedly happened that night. You're already intoxicated. Like I said, Megan wanted that man to come back because you were sleeping with him. You know how it is. Like, come on now. We all know how it is when you get drunk and you're drinking. You know that arousal. Then you start wanting that, you know what I'm saying, whatever. You probably wanted to, you know what I'm saying, wanted to be with him because you're drinking. You wanted him to come back. When he was trying to stay at the party and trying to get with the thing.
Kylie. They say he was talking to Kylie too much.
He sent your asses packing. Y'all drunk. Y'all go home. Take my car. Go home because you're intoxicated. I'm not. I just got here. I'm trying to party and fuck a white bitch, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So now you come back because you was coming back for that dick. You know what I'm saying? That's why you was coming back. You came back like stormed in the house. Drunk, like you want him to go. You were causing the scene for him to leave too. And he leaves. He in the car. He's probably frustrated because he was about to get some white alleged coochie, allegedly. And so he's probably in the car frustrated. Now he's looking at these two black bitches like I was about to be in a snow pal.
He smashed both of them, and
right. And I already touched both of them. I'm trying to get some new. And now I'm mad. So they arguing back and forth in the car. Now Kelsey, he probably double mad at Megan because Megan was the aggressor. Like, come on, let's go. So they're probably going back and forth. As Kelsey's sitting there, she probably like, don't talk to my friend like that. Like he said, like she was like, why are you speaking to my friend like that? That's my girl. Why you? Oh, that's your girl so much. Tell your girl how you fuck me. What do you think, Kelsey? Now, if that happened to me, I would have shot that bitch too. I ain't gonna even hold you because if you're my friend and I'm in a car with
that was shiesty. If Megan knew that Tory was with Kelsey prior and they were together,
she hooked them up. You hooked them up. I know girls that did this. It was a girl I used to work with at the bar that fucked the whole bar, including my husband. No, she did because she had sex with my husband behind a plastic bag in the bar. And
behind a plastic bag.
Before it's a long. I should do that in the story time. But quick, I'm gonna give you a quick story. All right. It was a young lady that worked in a bar. We had family connections or whatever like that. We would say that we were cousins, right? And this was before I was actually with my husband like that. We would talk whatever like that, but we weren't together like that. My husband was a hoe. You know what I'm saying? So he was messing with. So I would ask her, are you messing with him? Do you talk to him? Because I don't want to overstep, you know what I'm saying, while I'm talking to him. She always said no. She always said, no, I'm not messing with him. No, I'm not messing with you. Y'all get together. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all make a cute couple. Ooh, look at y'all doing all that dumb shit. Ho. You know what I'm saying? Do all that shit. So then I used to work in the bar, whatever like that. My shift started at 8 o'clock. I'm at home getting ready or whatever like that. I get a phone call from a gentleman that was one of the patrons of the bar. He called me like, yo, you need to come to the bar. Come to the bar. I said, I'm coming. You know, I'm getting dressed or whatever. He said, nah, you need to come now. So he was like rushing me to come. So I'm like, why is this nigga rushing me to come? So he was just like, come now. So I'm like, I throw on my clothes. I'm like, maybe he got some money for me because the customers used to give me money. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he got a surprise from me, a gift or something like that. So then I get dressed, I speed up my process. I get to the bar. I come around, I'm sitting down next to it. He orders me a drink. So he was like, yo, and like was saying like little stuff. And so I'm like, what are you talking about? The bar that we worked in had a kitchen, but the kitchen didn't have a door. So in order to like block off the kitchen, we would put like a Tuffy's plastic bag. It was a thin plastic bag, like where you could see through. Long story short, the guy told me that my current husband now, which was just a guy I was talking to then, had this girl, I'm gonna call her Bolivia, bent over this kitchen stove, and he just saw, because the curtain was kind of high, he saw them poke legs and he saw them moving and such and such. So I'm like, what? So now she's sitting there behind the bar because we usually switch shifts. Like she would come off and I come on. So she's behind the bar walking back and forth there, and this nigga, he's smoking cigarettes. So he's looking at me, my husband, walking outside smoking cigarettes, nervous, like back and forth, because now he see me talking to this guy. So I'm looking at him while he's talking to the guy, like, really? So I call her over. So I said, yo, you just fucked Joe in the kitchen? She said, no, why would I do that? No, what are you talking about? Now she's supposed to be like a cousin to me, like a family member to me, right? I go outside, smoke a cigarette. This nigga follow me outside, my husband. So I asked him. He said, ask her. And so I said, ask her? I'm asking you. He started grinning because for some reason, acting stupid, and was like, ask her. So I was like, you know what, fuck both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because it was true that you did bend her over in the kitchen. Like I said, sluts out here like that. And there's girls out here that will sit there and sleep with your man and hook you up with him because she was pushing for us to be together and you sleeping with him. But I was the only friend she did that to. The last friend she did that to, she got her ass whipped at the bar. And somebody beat her ass and I just stepped over her. Girl, because that's what you did. Because
I get it. Kelsey could have did it in retaliation, and I get that, but I get that. However, I don't think nobody really knows what happened. I think
everybody was drunk. This is what I'm saying, but they're saying that allegedly there's some footage that shows what happened that was suppressed. Like the footage was suppressed, but that whole case was convoluted. It was a lot going on with that case and a lot of missing evidence, and they're not saying who the gun really belonged, who was the gun registered. The gun has a serial number. It's registered to somebody, and it wasn't registered to him. Who was the gun registered to? So I think
it was Tori's gun. It was Tori's gun.
No, did you read the paperwork? Go through that paperwork. I read that paper. That wasn't his gun.
No, it wasn't registered to nobody. That's what you're saying.
Allegedly, it wasn't. How it's not registered to nobody, but it matched her bathing suit.
You said the color matched her bathing suit?
It was an army green, allegedly, and they said everything matched.
Sure.
Like I said, when you're dealing with
companies,
you're dealing with people with money and people who put an investment. Like I said, when this happened, Meg was fresh to that management company. They invested money in her. They paid for her to be released. You understand? She's an investment. Let's be clear. Meg is like a product right now. She's not really a person. They're not looking at her as a person. They're looking at her as a product. Our product got into some bullshit that we got to clean the fuck up. Bottom line. We got to clean this mess up. You made a mess, you drunk bitch. And that's probably what they were calling her behind the scenes, her own team, because that's what they do. Like I said, I've worked in the industry. I've seen what they do behind the scenes. It's a lot that goes down behind the scenes that a lot of people are not privy to. So when people be talking and talking, oh man, I be laughing because you don't even know the half that goes on behind the scenes. It'd be hilarious. It'd be hilarious to me because it's a lot that goes behind the scenes, and they could suppress a lot of things. And once they run a narrative, they will sit there and put a narrative and run a narrative or whatever. Because who would be better to take the fall, Tory or her? Because we just invested all.
Well, like I said, Tory was on probation, so he couldn't really take it on.
So he shouldn't even put himself. Not saying he's not deserving to be, because you put yourself in that situation, regardless of what went down. You knew your circumstances and that you put yourself in that situation. So he needs to take responsibility for that. But also, she needs to take responsibility for being a drunk whore.
Okay. So Megan's a drunk whore.
So
what do we do now? Moving forward in this music, what do we do now?
She's young. And don't get me wrong, because at one time I probably was a drunk whore. I'm saying she was young. Because don't tell me I didn't meet a drink that I didn't like.
Nicki should be
I did not meet a drink that I didn't like. But
Nicki should be showing the new girls the way.
No, she shouldn't, because it's
being
not
inspiration.
This is what I'm saying.
Like the rap community before her. I think it's because of the way
from old school. Nicki not no girls club.
She's reaping karma because of the way she treated Lil' Kim when she got into the industry and treated Lil' Kim like she wasn't nothing. Now you're in the position Lil' Kim was in, and now these younger girls are coming up behind you, and they're about to take your spot. And you're mad, you're jealous, you're doing everything.
No, it's not even. You know what it is? Let's be clear. You cannot want to take anybody's spot. You either taking it or you're not.
But is Megan Nicki's competition, or
I don't think Megan is really Nicki. I think Megan is a formidable opponent. I think Megan is very talented. Don't get me wrong. Let's be clear. I think Megan is talented. I think Megan, because all these things can exist at the same time. Megan can be talented. Megan can be and Megan can still, she's young, she's learning, she's growing. You know what I'm saying?
And she doesn't have a mother or a daddy.
Regardless if she has a mother or father, she knows right from wrong, but she's still young and she's growing. Our judgment is not clear at that young age. Our brain barely is developed, because I did things at 25 that I wouldn't dare do now. You understand what I'm saying? I think she's still young. She needs guidance and stuff like that. But like I said, when you're a product and you have no mother, no father, no real family, like she probably doesn't have any real blood family that's behind her. So now you have these people that's put into place that's telling you to do certain things and maneuvering you a certain way and using you.
Nicki has people behind her. Yes, people behind her.
I'm saying, but they're using you as a tool, because I don't think on her own, because you have to be ready. If you want to come up against, this is rap. If you want to come up against Nicki, and I'm not saying that she can't, if you want to come up against Nicki, be prepared. This is what I'm saying. Be prepared.
But who's to say that she's not prepared? I don't think that.
Well, if you were prepared, you should have had something in the chamber. As soon as you wrote down, or whoever wrote your rap, put in Megan's Law, you should have known, bitch, it's time to eat. You understand what I'm saying? You should have been and I'm writing the follow-up to that shit. Because once you said that, you knew you was going to hit a nerve. And you knew you may get a response. And plus you said, bitch, you pussy, you'll never address me. You said that. This is old school. You didn't just throw a subliminal rap and just rap. You said, bitch, you pussy, you ain't gonna never address me. This is, Nicki's in a different era. This is why I said Nicki shouldn't even be competing with these girls. But here we are.
It's very childish. I think Nicki.
I don't think it's childish. I wouldn't call it childish. I would call it rap.
Childish.
I don't think it's childish. I would call
the
it rap.
Dead Mama comment, the rap
about the dead mama comment is childish. I would have said something.
That's a 10-year-old.
She would have got a mama comment that she would have liked. Nicki was nice. Nicki was sparing her. Nicki was being nice.
I mean,
Nicki
that's why Cardi threw that shit
nice.
At the Met Gala or wherever they was.
I think Nicki was being very nice. I think Nicki was being everything and lying on your dead mama, lying on your dead mama.
Nicki was not being nice. She's known for being a mean girl in the industry.
Even if this is not a girls' club, this is not you're not my friend. You're my competition. This is what I'm saying.
Not too long ago, they was doing lives together. They was wearing the same.
After that, obviously, we see her in later. Like I said, so this is what I'm saying. You can't say that they were friends in one hand, because if they were friends and you were around my husband is the same predator that he's always been, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't think Megan was trying to get with the husband.
I get with the husband. What I'm saying is that if you felt, bitch, they mad at me, they mad at Megan's Law, You knew about Megan's Law when you came to my house. You knew about Megan's Law when you sat in my husband's face, because you sat in our faces. Because that was my man then. Because honestly, I would feel some type of way if she said that about my husband, and especially if she was around him.
Because I think that Megan,
I'm not going to be around Nicki husband. I know what the fuck happens. I
tolerate those people because of Nicki. They tolerate the S offender only because of Nicki. Otherwise, they wouldn't be bothered with him.
If everybody has a problem with Big Bad, the bad guy, if everybody has a problem with the bad guy, you know what you do to the bad guy? You take the bad guy down. You know what I'm saying? And we haven't had to take her down. That's what. And Megan, you got the space and opportunity to finish her. So if you're gonna finish her, finish her.
She may.
We waiting.
You don't know if she's in the studio.
You lost by default. You lost.
No, I think Nicki lost because she looked crazy in the media.
And no, it's a rant. And after hearing her whole rant and the way she talks and the way she speaks, it's kind of, because I have a similar personality like that. Like, we go off and people may think that I'm on drugs or something like that. And I'm like, I'm not on drugs. I'm just naturally crazy, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But
allegedly, Nicki does sniff powder. That's what I heard.
She said she didn't. She said you could do a test.
She said a lot of things.
And she said, but you know what? Honestly, I don't think she's on cocaine. Maybe pills. Honestly, and what I'm getting from spiritually, I don't think it's cocaine. This is just my opinion. This is not fact.
I'm not in that live.
I'm not saying that Nicki's a drug addict or whatever like that. My spirit is giving me. I see this. Like I see her putting pills to her mouth. I'm not saying it's true, but like I said, 8 times out of 10, I'm not wrong. But like I see her.
Ozempic, Percocet.
It could be like painkillers, like, because those painkillers could be, and the way she was going off and up like that. Because I'm not going to even hold you. I was addicted to them at one time when they gave it to me for my back. You could get addicted like this, and I was addicted, and I was up for days, bitch. And I was
when I took my car accident, I took like one, and it made me like go into a deep sleep for like a half a day, and I said I can't do this.
I fell down the stairs right after I had my daughter, and I hurt my back, and they put me on until I realized I couldn't function without them. I needed them to wake up. I needed them to do every time. And when I noticed, like, I had to check myself. Like, wait a minute, I can't even move without these shits. I wake up early in the morning, like, oh, and then like, ooh, start my day, and then like it starts wearing off. Oh, start my day. You know what I'm saying? I realized that I couldn't function without them. So I was like, oh no, because a wise old gangster once told me, never get addicted to nothing or nobody because it makes you weak. You know what I'm saying? And never tell nobody what you really love because it makes you vulnerable. So I'm saying, and that's why I never got addicted, like thing, because I come from a crackhead mother, so I can have addictive personality, because she did say while she was pregnant with me, she was sniffing cocaine and drinking Hennessy. So I could have an addictive personality. So, and I realized I do, like, even like when I was younger with alcohol, I would drink. I could drink a grandfather under the table. Mm-hmm. But as I got older, I realized, like, wait a minute, this is controlling me. I can't function without it. I have to stop this, you know, whatever. So it could be a pill situation. A lot of times when you're under stress and stuff like that, I was under a immense amount of stress, and it did seem to alleviate the stress at the time. Like, I was like in a la-la land, and you live in la-la land. And I'm not saying that she is on drugs or she's not on drugs, but what I'm saying is I get it because it's the machine. Like, she's not going after Megan. She's not going after Megan. She's going after the machine, because, like, girl, you were pushed up to do this.
She made it a little bit personal with the dead mama comment.
No, but the dead, because your mother is dead, and no, because you lied. But why nobody's coming at the party for it? Like she said, why is nobody coming at the party? Party put that in his song first. She's piggybacking off of what Party said. Party said you lied on your dead mama. You lied on her. Why people are so sensitive about the truth? If you sat there and said, I swear on my mother, and your mother deceased, and you swore on a lie, you lied on your
Have y'all proven that she lied on her dead mama? Have y'all proven that?
If you sat there, she did. If she sat there and Gail came and said she didn't sleep with Tory, and the same thing she sat there to this man said, and he asked her, you sure you didn't sleep with him? And she said, I swear to my mother, and her mother's deceased, that she didn't sleep with him. And to come to find out you did, what the fuck did you do? You lied on your dead mother. What is so bad about that? People are so stupid. Like, I hate the idiots. People just you're focused on her saying she lied on her dead mother when the migrants are taking over. Like, she did. It's a fact. If you lied and you said this and you swore on your mother and your mother's deceased, what should I sugarcoat it because she's dead? Should I say, oh, you lied on your mother who so happened to be dead?
Nicki can say whatever she wants to say. It to me, it's just not a good look. It's not.
It's not a good look because in the public eye, Megan is going to be the victim. Like she said, she wanted her Rihanna moment. You're going to be the victim. People are going to play the victim.
She already had her Rihanna moment with the foot. And I'm looking at the foot now, and like I said,
everybody's going to be so sorry, and everybody's going to let her. And like, and these old women condoning her whoreness is disgusting to me. It's old fucking tired bitches that niggas don't even want to fuck. Like, you did, bitch. Did you look in the mirror? Niggas don't want to fuck you. You worry about hugging dick because niggas don't want to fuck you. And you fucking talking about don't slut shame, nigga. You wish you could be slut shamed, but nobody want to touch you. That's the problem. But like, it's old women that's sitting there talking about, it's like, oh, let her because such that. No, that's not cute. And especially in the business that she's in, no one is going to respect you if they think you done suck and fuck everybody. When you come in those boardrooms and those meetings and shit like that.
She's the only girl in the industry that's slept around.
I'm not saying that she's not, but in the industry, are they respecting the girls that slept around?
Some of them are getting places.
Not that they're making money. Are you in those boardrooms with them? No, what I'm saying, are in those boardrooms with them? When they go in those boardrooms and when they leave those boardrooms and they're sitting there talking about their sluts and talking about how much a hoe they are and how people are whispering behind their back, that's not a cute look for you to be.
Right now, whores are making money. Hoes are making money.
This is what I'm saying. Hoes are winning.
You can get on baddies
in a whole era. People think it's cool to be a hoe. Like, it's older people that's sitting there saying, oh, let her do this. No, I understand that you're young. Don't get me wrong. I was young too. I was young, drinking, doing whatever. You understand? But it's not cool. And for somebody to sit there and condone that and say, let her do her. No, it's not, especially in the industry she's in. You're in a
she doesn't have any guidance. She don't have a mother.
You're in a male-dominated industry.
Have a mother.
Most of these executives are males. So they automatically, you already get tried. In the industry, you get tried. Especially
she ain't the first girl in the industry to open her legs. Okay?
She's a beautiful woman. Like, she's beautiful. She's statuesque. People are going to automatically be attracted to her and try her. And especially if they know that you are a loose woman, they're going to try you more. And when you turn around,
she's a loose woman.
Girl, your reputation is preceding you. Your reputation is saying that you're a loose woman. If they're saying that you sucked a Blueface dick and you ain't denying it. And I don't think Blueface lied. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and look who Blueface, like, look who he with, Ruthless and Toothless. You know what I'm saying? So you get like,
let's switch gears and talk about Krishan for a second before we close out because it's getting late. Krishan done tattooed Blueface's whole face on the side of her face. And now she's living in Blueface's house while he's in jail.
His father, she's a chickenhead. She is an epitome of a bird.
I don't know what Blueface is doing to these women, but the other baby mom has his face tattooed on her behind. So I don't know what he's doing to these women.
And another girl that has Blueface tattooed on her face.
Ma'am, this man disrespected you. Before he went to jail, he was disrespecting you left and right. Why did you get this man's face tattooed on your face? Because he doesn't have any tattoos of y'all on him. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on. You trying to get him back?
They're making me very curious about Blueface because at this point, I'm like, hey.
I don't think you should want anything that makes anybody act like that. I don't think you should want
curious. I'm like, hey. Like, because now I want to know, like, what is going on with Blueface? Like, what's going on? Because these girls are chicken. Like, Krishan is giving me bird. First of all, that baby really alone. Like, Blueface should have never caught that baby like me. Like, I'm a quiet taste. I'm a little rude and maybe come up rude, but it's just when Blueface said that baby's going to be a doo-doo baby, why the fuck did he say that? Because did you see that baby? That baby looked like it's been through things.
Well,
that baby.
I mean, it was Krishan was fighting, and she was drinking, and she was smoking while she was pregnant.
But they're saying, not me,
Allegedly.
but I do agree. But they were saying that the baby looks like it has fetal alcohol syndrome, and it does.
Well, she was still on baddies when she was pregnant. Like, come on.
But people don't understand. This is why I said I don't believe in the I understand order, and I understand now, me being an enlightened person, like I understand a lot more than I understood when I was younger, especially like spiritually. As far as like breaking your pregnancy in certain environments, it's really not good. Even like when you're pregnant, and like even like dancing on stage and having intercourse with.
Like as a performer, you can still perform while pregnant, but she was also drinking and fighting and smoking.
It's between performing and it's an energy behind certain performances. Certain performances and certain things carry energy, just like a chant. Like even when Nicki said "lying on your dead mom," that the way she said it in that chant, it becomes catchy and it becomes stuck in your head. Because like I said, I told my cat that she was lying on her dead mama. My cat was very upset about it, but I told her she needs to get over it. But it's very catchy, and certain things are energy that we bring and we create in our stomach, in our child. But I don't think he should ever call that baby a doo-doo baby, because now every time I see that baby, that's all I see.
Ma'am, are you trying to just make yourself unmarketable in every way? That you can only be on Zeus and you can't do nothing else.
Off with that creamy coochie or that cottage cheese that was coming out that coochie. I never liked her since. That was disgusting.
Not cottage cheese.
Did you see it?
I'm not what you talking about a tape between her and Blueface?
That was disgusting.
I saw like 5 seconds of it on Twitter.
Oh my God, my thought. It was like cottage cheese rolling down his shaft, coming from her vagina, and it was disgusting.
Well, she probably doesn't. Number one, we know she's dirty. She's a dirty woman. So I mean,
when you sitting there with that cottage, like you put the tape out, you saw the cottage cheese.
Like I said, Hoes is winning because Krishan is making a lot of money. She said she's making millions of dollars on social media just by posting or doing whatever. And then she's on baddies every season.
She lost a lot of followers with this face tattoo, and even with her saying that her Blueface is going to work it out.
Running That Mouth says she is going to sell his house while he's in prison. Whose name is it in?
But his father's there. Running That Mouth, his father's there.
His father's there, but she's there too now.
Yeah, because she's sitting there. She's
his father aren't even getting along, from what I hear. They don't even like each other, from what I hear. So
it's a lot going on. It's a lot of
updated. But
with him and Soulja Boy, did you see what's going on with him and Soulja?
With Blueface and Soulja?
Mm-hmm.
I really don't like Soulja, so I'm not really following him. But what's going on?
Well, Soulja had a couple of weeks ago, Soulja Boy and Blueface had gotten into an altercation online, and Blueface had let the cat out the bag that he had slept with Soulja Boy's baby mother, allegedly, while she was pregnant with Soulja Boy's child.
Which
so
one?
Boy, I guess his latest baby mother. No. This is a different one. This is a new one, the latest one. She more of I think she's maybe a video girl or something like that, because she was in one
of a pass around. I mean, that's what they do.
In one of Blueface's videos, and that it was confirmed that she did sleep with him, but she said she did not sleep with him while she was pregnant. So that's why she lied. And she was
pregnant. If you've been passed around the industry, you don't know who you're pregnant by.
She was initially she was suing Blueface for him making those allegations about her, because Soulja Boy was highly upset. Especially, I think he was even more upset when he found out that it was true. So Blueface challenged him to a fight, and Soulja said, "Let's meet up and die." That was the best line ever.
Soulja. He's a woman beater. he's real tough around certain people. But I remember that episode of Marriage Boot Camp when Jessica Dye was about to beat him.
Jessica Dye was about to whip his ass.
And
like
he shut up. He shut up and sat down.
Jessica Dye is cut
He
from
knows
where
who to
I
play
come
with.
from. Like I tell people, like I look at, and I love to people watch and thing because, like I said, I come from the hood. I come from I come from 163 between 10 and Union in the Bronx. Y'all could Google that and find out what happens over there. You understand? So all this like things like we don't make it out. You understand what I'm saying? You don't make it out. So it's like you all or nothing. Like so like I can have my my conservative side or whatever, but that ghetto, that gangster is still in me. You understand? And you don't want to touch that because that will come out. It will be in me to the day I die. And but it was the let's meet up and die for me. Soldier, you don't want no
He
smoke.
ain't that tough.
You don't want no smoke with Blueface. And plus Blueface is a professional boxer.
But I did see Blueface struggling when he was trying to lift them weights. But his knees was buckling. But we're gonna have to move forward because it's getting late.
But it's just funny. That Soldier Boy, Jessica Dime definitely would have whooped his ass.
Jessica Dime was ready for his behind, and I was
like, don't talk to my man like that. He was coming at her. She was like, "What?"
Jessica rose up before he did, and when Jessica rose up, he rose up behind her. But that's neither here nor there. But I think we've had a good episode tonight. Do you have anything else to say before we close things out, Mace?
I just want to say,
you defended Nicki all night.
Nicki, keep your foot on Big Foot neck. Keep it on her neck. Keep ranting. Keep acting crazy. Keep letting them think you crazy. Keep going off.
Keep
entertaining the folks. Keep feeding the fish.
Okay, Nicki, but I just feel like in my closing statement, I just feel like Nicki is not looking good. As the elder in the situation, you should be moving forward. You should be more mature in your career. And you should be worried about these young girls. You should be showing them how to be instead of getting on their level. You should be above their level, not under it. But that's neither here nor there. We'll see how far this
rap. This is fun. I just hope they keep it fun. I hope they keep it to the music.
It's past that point. I think it's past that now.
Rap. It's fair game. Anything goes. Like Nicki, you know who you married. Like you are a wealthy woman. You are wealthy enough to do your due diligence and do your background checks. So at the end of the day, anything that comes to you about this matter, you know what you were getting into. People are going to hit that. That's what they're going to say. Because if I was coming at you, that's what I would say. Because
but man, my thing is, you don't have to respond.
I'm like, you know how many words rhyme with predator? Like you could rhyme, like, you know how many words rhyme with predator? Like I say, you know what it is. You know what they're going to come at. This is a choice that you made. This was a choice. So therefore, you need to stand in your choice and you got to accept your choice, and which I think she is. Even though she's not, I think she is like really standing in her choice. Like she's coming back, saying what she said or whatever. So just stand in your choice. Meg, come at her. Meg, don't hold nothing back. You already started some shit. You did what a lot of people are scared to do. You understand what I'm saying? You did what a lot of people that is to be commended. Like, come on now, you got to commend her for even be bold enough and to be brave enough.
Yeah, I think she's giving Nicki a run for her money.
And like also, I said, at the end of the day, this is rap. And if I think any of the upcoming girls that could have went bar to bar and toe to toe with her, it is Megan. This is why I'm expecting more from you. It's not that I don't like Megan. I could think she's a drunk whore and I still like her. You know what I'm saying? I still think she's beautiful and I still like her.
You're a liar and a drunk whore and
just because you're a liar and a drunk. This is what I'm saying. Because I'm no, seriously. Because people need to realize. Because I'm spiritually awake, right? Mm-hmm. Just because it doesn't negate who you are. Like I have certain things that's about me. It doesn't negate who I am. Like we all do. That doesn't mean that I'm not a nice person. That doesn't mean that I don't love people. That doesn't mean that I'm not a good person. That doesn't mean that I don't help people every day. It's just what I have. Like this is who she is. You meet people where they are and you accept them for who they are in this moment. Just because she's a drunk whore today doesn't mean she's going to be a drunk whore tomorrow. I I'm saying? No, it doesn't mean that she's
true.
going to
That's true.
tomorrow.
She
So
can't get delivered.
Or think because of what she's doing now. I accept her for the person that she is, and I still can look between that and say that she's talented, she's beautiful, and yeah, she may like to drink. Yeah, she may like to get her rocks or whatever like that, and she don't care. That's still her. Like, I am a lot of things. Like, people don't understand. Like, I'm a lot.
We're all multifaceted. Yeah,
we're not only just one thing. Like, Nicki could be a hater. Nicki could be petty. Nicki could be talented. Nicki could be the best female rapper. She could be all those things rolled into one. That's all I'm saying. People just be more objective. Don't look at one side, try to pick a side. Oh, I'm Team Megan, I'm Team Nicki, whatever like that. Blah, blah, blah. Because of this. Because these are humans. Everybody is human. Everybody has feelings. Everybody is who they are. This is rap. I just want them to keep it at rap. You'll go hard, you'll go for the jugglers, you'll leave it on the wax and leave it there. As long as it's not going further than that, leave it there. And Megan,
and no bullets being shot. That's they don't need to get to that point.
I'm her to Monday to respond. Like, I was waiting for her to.
Well, I don't think she's going to. I think her PR team is trying to hold that off because she does have her album that's coming out. So I think she wants to wait until the album comes out and y'all listen to the whole album. But I also want to encourage anybody.
Girl, this is rap. You were supposed to come back real fast. This is not
that back and forth is childish. I'm not. One thing about me, I'm not going back.
Rap. That's what I'm saying.
This is what I said. You don't like it. You don't like it. I'm not going back.
Rap was based on rap.
That's rap. But sometimes you gotta play chess, not checkers.
But she's playing chess. But you know what? You don't want to be considered the victim in rap. Maybe in other genres.
Is she the victim because she started it?
Because you are the victim, because Nicki is looking like you said.
Nicki's looking worse in the situation. Right? She is.
Then you say Nicki looks like she's picking on her, basically.
She looks like a mean girl and a bully. That's what people are saying.
If you're bullying someone, who's the bully? The bullier, you're the victim, right? Because somebody.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying because.
So you're always going to be the victim until you stand up. And in rap, that's not going to fly because ain't no male, because you're going to get stamped by the male rappers. It's sad, but it's true. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. This is a male-dominated sport. Mm-hmm. So therefore, the people that's going to stamp you and solidify you is the males. And if you're sleeping with half of them, it's not going to count. If you're not coming back with these bars, like I said, regardless of what we say about Nicki, and I've been around from the beginning of Nicki, because I used to get, oh my God, you look like Nicki. And I'm like, no, this bitch look like me. I don't look like her. You know what I'm saying? She look like me because I'm older. You know what I'm saying? And I used to get that from the beginning about this Nicki Minaj character that was coming up before she was even popular. Oh my God, you look like, who the fuck is Nicki Minaj? I don't know this bitch. You know what I'm saying? But you never heard that she was sleeping with these guys. You never heard.
Yeah, she stood 10 toes down that she wasn't sleeping with young men.
Her reputation was never sullied in that manner. And she could go toe to toe with these guys. That's why niggas will jump on.
Well, that's why I feel like she should teach the younger generation, teach the young girls how to keep their legs closed and stay in the studio and work.
But she was trying, like she said, she reached out. This Megan whore, she said a begging whore. Like, you begged and begged and begged for the queen for you to get on the track with the queen. She graced you and allowed you to get on the track with her, brought you to her house, brought you to her inner circle. You trying to pour liquor down her throat. She's telling you that she's trying to get pregnant because she is a particular age, or she may be pregnant, whatever. You talking about you could go to the clinic because you're a young girl. So she's obviously trying to teach. So you're not really thinking in the realms of her. And
she's not mature. That's one thing about Megan. She's not mature. Young girl.
I think she should have been wise enough to know, because I have young girlfriends that's in their 20s or whatever like that. They don't think the way I think. So maybe I could, because I used to think the way they thought at a young age, and I could relate to it, but I can't agree with it at this stage in my life. You understand? So I can relate, but I can't agree. So I can tell you my perspective, like, girl, I don't think you should be doing that or whatever like that, because your reputation is going, you don't want your reputation to precede you. But they're going to do what they're going to do. But like, she was trying to throw liquor, she trying to make her drive the boat, trying to throw liquor down her throat or whatever like that when she said she was pregnant, and you showed what stage in life you was in. She's in a different stage in life. I'm not going to say that's a character. I would say that's the stage in life that she was in. She was at a party stage. Nicki wasn't in that party stage, but you still.
But Nicki, at the same time, you can't be mad at Megan because Megan's still young. She's in her 20s.
No, that's right. This is what I'm saying.
You're approaching 40.
All these things can be wrapped up in one. Like, you can still be a hater. You can still look at, because I believe I don't know if I sent you the message. It was a young lady that spoke about it, and she put it in a nice perspective. She said, you know how Black women are on the job, like, say if you're working for a law firm and you've been the only Black girl there for so long, and you worked so hard, you had to do everything or whatever to solidify your stamp. You done went through the trenches and did everything like that as a person on the job. Like, you're on the job, whatever, like this. And some other girl, so now you've been working there 20, 30 years, right? And you had to claw and scratch and get your way to become partner. Now, this other person comes in and she just get pushed to partner. So now she's in your face as your competition, but you like, hey, wait a minute. I put in all this work.
But that's the same thing Lil' Kim was saying. That's the same thing.
Offense. And the lady spoke and she put it
like karma to me.
And she broke it down of how the psyche worked. We got to understand how people just in nature, just like Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim probably felt that she had.
To me, it's just like karma coming back because.
But this is going to come around to everybody back and forth. This is going
because the way she treated Lil' Kim is exactly how she's getting treated.
How did she treat Lil' Kim? This is what I'm saying. Nobody knows the behind the scenes of what happened because Nicki was giving Lil' Kim homage when she first came out. When everything was, she mentioned Lil' Kim.
But then she started stealing her style, and she
already stole her style. When Nicki came out looking like a little version of Lil' Kim. We saw the Lil' Kim influence in Nicki off the back. We saw, because Lil' Kim influenced everybody. She influenced me. She influenced the world at the time, especially little Black girls. Lil' Kim, we didn't see that then. We didn't see nobody that was rapping. We had MC Lyte, we had Queen Latifah, we had Moni Love, we had Salt and Pepper, we had Antoinette, we had all these different, we had Sequence and Finesse, we had Roxy and Shantae. We had all these different people, but we didn't see somebody that was coming out being sexy and being vulgar and talking their shit and talking about, the woman, whatever like that, and being aggressive like that. So that was a turn on to a lot of young Black ethnic girls and girls across the land. It's everything. Lil' Kim was everything. So she came out sexy. She had her boobs out. She was talking that shit. We wanted to talk. We were scared to talk. We were sneaking, listening to her music. Lil' Kim was everything for us. So when Nicki came, and I bet she was everything for Nicki as well. And when Nicki came along, Nicki was giving Kim homage. She was in the beginning. So we don't know what transpired behind the scenes or whatever, because there was a lot of talks about Lil' Kim being with Young Money and the flows and stuff and stuff like that. We don't know what happened. But the point is that we are here now. Yeah, it's morally correct for all the girls to get along and to be a girls club, but it's not. It's too much competition. This is rap. Either rap or shut up. Either pick up your mic or shut up or put it down. That's it. Megan, you come back hard. If you want the crown, snatch it. Because you only get stuff that you're taking. You see how Caucasians did?
That's true. She does look like a Siamese cat.
You gotta take
we're just gonna leave it at that at this point because it's late in Atlanta and it's past my bedtime. So we just gonna wrap it up right here. I want to thank all of you guys for showing up for our live. Everybody who catches the replay, make sure y'all hit the like button on our video. It really helps us out. That's a free way to support our channel. Thank you to everybody that was in the chat. Oshina, Running That Mouth, Shar, Catherine, Wanda, Ray. Thank y'all for showing up. We're going to try to be more consistent with these videos. Our life has been lifing, but we will bring you the best.
And real quick, before we get out of here, I just want to say shout out to Nola. Miss Nola Reeds. Go check her out because we will be coming back because we want to come back with our court. I think we're going to do something a little different with the court. We're going to have a little segment. I think we're going to do that. So just look out for that. We will be back. Is it a set date on when it's gonna be out, or will you just probably this week coming? We were supposed to do it this Friday, this Friday, but we're gonna do something. We're gonna clap back. We're gonna have a rap court. We're gonna clap back and rap court.
Okay.
And I think we're gonna go there, and please don't forget. Please again check out Ray Ray all day on the YouTube. She is giving those reviews. She's reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race. I didn't even know she was reviewing the Drag Race. Like, why am I the last to know, Ray Ray? Why am I the last to know? Like, cause I love the Drag Race.
All right.
Especially that Kanan review. I love the Kanan reviews. So please definitely go check her out. And Simone, running that mouth. We have to set up something where we have to do something with Simone. I definitely want the three of us to come back and do something on.
I do. We have to work something out. I know time zones is different. I know we're on the East Coast, and so we are gonna have to work something out. I always love to hear her perspective as well, and everybody's perspective.
Yes, but I love Simone's perspective. I love running that mouth. She is so intelligent, so level-headed, and so smart. And I definitely want to do something with her because I don't know if she want to swallow, down with us in these ghettos.
Do you want to be swallowed up, Mace? You want to be swallowed up?
Or should we go on a higher intelligent level? Because it's running that mouth, and she's a woman of eloquence, and we need.
She brings us back to reality.
She brings
where
us
we need to be.
Yes, she brings the sophistication.
Yeah,
so
she brings that. She brings us back to earth because we like to go ratchet, but she brings us back.
Yes.
She's running that mouth says, I would like that we can work through the times. We can work it out. Let's work it out. See us in the
we're gonna work that out, and we need to get that out immediately. We need to work something out, and maybe we could do something weekly. We could get a little entertaining, and we could get a little political. I think that
I think like the Shay thing, like just conversation, like a topic and a conversation.
Because I really want to get down with the political aspect, and as far as like this,
there's a lot of stuff going on in politics, but that's a whole nother ball game.
Agenda.
That's a whole nother ball game. And people get real invested in politics, and people really get upset about politics. They take it personal. It's a real personal thing. But we'll get to that in just a minute. And you said Friday we'll be back with Night Court.
We were supposed to do it this Friday, so we're going to work out another day to do it. We're just trying to get everything together, but definitely look out for that. So please keep checking on.
And shout out to Nola's California Cutie, and who else is on there? Barbie's World.
I think it could be just me and Nola. It could be me and California Cutie and Nola. We're not sure. We're working out the kinks right now. We're trying to get everything settled. But I just want people to just keep that in mind, and don't forget about us, and just keep the lookout for that. That's going to be coming because how I write the raps. I think I'm gonna have to write the rap for the court. It's going to be real cute. So if you have any rap song, a rap beef song that you want to clap back on, please go down to the Nola Reed's channel and Nola's DM, or come down to my DM and let me know, and we will definitely bring you on. I think we're working on bringing somebody up that you have beef with a rapper, or you have beef with something they said. Let's get it out. Let's get it out.
So it's like a beef.
It's going to be like a rap. Like I wrote a rap actually for Megan to clap back, at Nicki. Like, I'm not all the way like, what I'm saying? I like Megan. Like, I think she should come back and be like, come back.
Sometimes you got to turn the other cheek and keep your career intact. If you see the other ship is sinking, why would you sink with them? That's just my opinion.
That's why she got to come back. I'm Meg, big old stallion, bitch be on coke. Yeah, they wildin'. I cut my friends off. I'm on my own island. She could really come back. You know how many rhymes with Predator? Like, I need Meg to come back. I like the sport of rap. I like
it. And y'all, on y'all leisure time, make sure y'all go look up that photo of Megan's foot and tell me, do y'all see a cut or do y'all see a bullet hole? But while y'all are doing that, I want to thank all of y'all once again for commenting and subscribing to our channel. We are still growing, and I appreciate all of y'all.
He shot me.
What happened?
He shot me.
Who?
Tori. No, it's the way she bust out with it. She was sitting there like.
Well, I'm looking at the photo and I see a cut and a laceration. I don't see a
It's
bullet.
a gash. It's a laceration.
But
Glass. It could have been glass.
I'm not a doctor, but I don't see a bullet hole. But we'll be back next time with more drama. I am Shady B.
You're gonna be back for more drama for your mama.
More drama, and that's Mace with the Mess. Make sure y'all follow Mace with the Mess on Instagram and YouTube. She's giving you more videos and more pictures, more cooking, more turning hoes into housewives.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell. I think I'm gonna run down that whole story about how my husband was fucking behind that plastic bag. I think I'm gonna go upstairs and beat him.
That was an interesting story.
I'm getting flashbacks, man. Like I'm getting flashbacks. I want to fight now. Like y'all didn't.
Me being the person I am, you only have to cross me once, and I will never speak to you again.
Okay, he actually crossed me. We wasn't really together, but it's just the factor of it. Like it's just nasty, and I don't like it.
I'm glad y'all got past it, and now you with your husband.
Well, yeah, I did.
Y'all happy home.
I'm Gemini. We don't get past nothing.
Well, evidently you got past. You got married.
That's before I really thought about it.
Well, maybe y'all can discuss it after this video.
I don't know, if there's any fellas out there, check my DM next week. I may be divorced.
Oh, Lord. Make sure y'all follow Mace with the Mess, and y'all can also follow me on Shady Room on Instagram for, just some laughs and some, just my opinion on things.
Oh, my God. Keke Palmer, you had me crying today with that Keke Palmer one, Michael Jackson.
That would have me laughing because it's true. Like,
yeah, like when he decided
this up his style completely. Keke is a trip. I do like Keke.
Keke funny.
I think she's naturally funny. She seemed like she's one of those girls in the industry that you can tell she's a kind-hearted girl. I think her baby daddy's swag though.
She didn't get caress the couch like the.
Huh?
I say Keke funny. Keke gonna get that man hell, but I like Keke.
Her. Y'all be picking the wrong baby daddies, but her, Hallie, all y'all be picking these. Y'all just be going for light skin or whatever y'all be looking for, but y'all be picking the wrong ones. But that's beyond me. Don't
forget, Keke was one of the first ones to tell us about that damn Trey song.
Yep, and we didn't believe y'all didn't believe her.
We didn't even discuss Wendy and Wendy's new upcoming
we didn't talk about Wendy. God. It is 1:30 in the morning. We're gonna have to leave. We're gonna have to talk about Wendy next time.
We're gonna talk about Wendy. We'll wait for the show to come back out and we'll review that. I think
briefly, let's talk. Like Wendy has a documentary coming out. I did see the preview for it. I think it's a little bit too soon to have cameras in her face because you can kind of tell she's still not well. So I think this is going to be a kind of a sad documentary.
It was sad that
It's sad to watch. It's sad to watch. Honestly,
I don't even know if I'm going to be able to watch the whole.
It's sad. The preview is just, you can tell like physically the toll that everything has taken on Wendy.
It feels like
and
my auntie. Like
I'm gonna probably watch it, but I'm gonna see how much I can get through. But I can tell it's gonna be sad. I don't like watching sad stuff. I don't.
I've been with Wendy since Kiss. She was on Kiss, WBLS. Like I used to just go outside and get in the car just to listen to Wendy Williams and to see her demise and to see her to become a shell of herself.
But what she was, she's not even the same person.
So hard. And now I know that she needs some money, and this is why they probably doing the show and going forward with the show.
Probably that's why she's doing it. But she still doesn't have access to her money, right?
Woman like that was so strong and just stood in her shit. Like Wendy was one of hate her or love her. Wendy stood in her shit, and she was one of the she was the formula of this. Like we would
daytime TV is not the same without Wendy.
If it wasn't for Wendy,
it's not the same without Wendy. I think TV does miss her, but I don't think she's ready to be back in the spotlight just yet. I want her to get herself together a little bit more because, like I said, it's very sad to watch. And I don't know what else to say. It's
And I
just
just cry for her son because it seemed Wendy has always been the doting mother, the doting parent. If nothing more, Wendy always loved her son, and for her not to be able to leave a legacy and to leave comfortability, if that, you know, for her son, I think that's the most tragic thing that's in it all, because this is what she worked hard for. She worked hard for her son because she always, like, throughout her show, throughout her career, ever since she had her son, she always spoke of, you know, her wanting to leave something for her son. And for her son, you know, she wanted for her son not to struggle, you know, and to leave something for her son. And now that her son has to find a way on his own, because it's just so disheartening to me, and that really breaks my heart. I really love Wendy.
I think Wendy was a true asset to, you know, daytime TV. From what I heard, is that she moved out of her New York apartment and moved to Florida to be with relatives. That's what I heard.
Her father and her sister and her niece, I believe, is in Florida. Her niece,
and I think she needs to be around people who really have her best interests.
And now that allegedly Kelvin is on the prowl, because allegedly Serena had left him. That's the word on the street. We don't know how.
I think they foreclosed on their home, and they're both in financial trouble. Both of them, Serena and Kelvin, are in financial trouble. Since Wendy, I think it was part of Wendy's plan to, you know, maybe she stopped the show because she didn't want to continue to pay alimony.
Oh, and then a broken heart. Like, people don't understand, like, what a broken heart
will do it to you.
You can really literally die from a broken heart. People have died from broken hearts.
Yeah.
Like, because when you have your family and you wrap yourself all, and this is a cautionary tale, ladies. This is so cautionary, because it's like when you put your all into one person, regardless of how strong you seem on outside, because Wendy was seemingly such a strong woman. She was the woman that was in control of everything. She was the money maker. She was the breadwinner. You know, she told everyone what to do. But it was that man that was behind her that was really moving the needle. And that when he stopped, everything stopped. Like, it was just a collapse. And our mental, like our brain, our mental is like so powerful. It's more powerful than our physical body. Like, everything comes from within, and I just feel so bad for her. I just really do. But I do blame Kelvin. But
yeah, it's really sad. It's really sad. But, you know, let's keep Wendy in prayer. You know, and we'll support her through this documentary, because I think she is, you know, making some type of money off of it, but it's still not, it's showing her not in the best state. So I just wish it was better before she got in front of the camera. She's talking about wanting to be back on TV. You're not ready to be back on TV, Wendy. I'm sorry, but you're not ready to be back on TV. We want you back, but you're not ready yet. Unless you just go do I think if you want to go back to radio, you can do that from home. You could do that, you know, from wherever you are.
The person that brain needs to be active. I think the more active she is, the more she needs.
She has moments where she sounds like she's doing good, but then she has other moments where she sounds like,
because she's going to slip back into, you know, back out. Because I'm telling you, the mind is so fragile. We don't know.
Part of the documentary that I saw, the clip that I saw with them finding bottles in her room, like empty bottles.
Like, leave it. Don't touch it. Leave it. Like, girl.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like, it looks like it's gonna be sad, but
it's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be sad. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get through. Because I'm like, Wendy is like an honorary family member. Like Wendy has been with me, like WBLS. I remember, like, I was the early 90s. Like, I literally remember when Total went down there to beat her ass. Like, I remember that. Like, I was working down on 34th Street when Total went down there to beat her ass. Like, it's so crazy. And I was working downtown when Charlamagne got chased off by those guys when he ran. Like, that's why I could never, like,
wasn't it 50 Cent that chased him?
No, it was some other guys. They was like, but you could never look at me in my eye. Like, I could never look at you as a man because you ran. It's like the way you ran, child. I could never look at you like that.
Yeah, I saw that video. It was a video out.
Yeah, it was a video out, but child, you took off. Like, I could never, like.
Pick your battles. You know you was gonna win that fight. You need to run.
And even through her God bless the dead Skeletor. I remember when Skeletor was on there. Like this was like Wendy was a staple. Like when Whitney used to curse out, she even drove Beyonce. That's why Beyonce stopped talking. We don't even get verbiage from Beyonce because of Wendy Williams. Beyonce, like, she's with everybody on mute.
But I think that's where Charlamagne gets it from, because he kind of took that element from Wendy Williams, that rough, tough, hard radio show where you have to be on your P's and Q's when you go on this show, because you know they're gonna ask me anything, so I gotta be ready for anything. That type of show. And I think he kind of took her concept and put a little masculine twist to it.
Yeah,
and DJ Envy.
He was there on the ground floor with Skeletor first, and when Charlamagne came in, and Charlamagne, of course, he learned from the best. Like you learned, he learned a lot of contacts, and him dealing with and even he could be the demise of the situation, because it's rumored to say that he was the one who introduced Kelvin to Nicki, aka Serena. So you introduced this woman is from your town, Muntsville or wherever, South Carolina, or wherever you're from, North Carolina. This woman's from your town. You knew this woman. You knew that her husband was engaging in a relationship with this woman. This was a lot on this. I mean, Wendy has been through a lot. How much more can a woman take? And people are saying that this is her karma. I don't agree with that. I don't think anyone deserves this. She gave us the gossip. There's a lot of people that give us the gossip, because if that's the case, you, by way of you even listening to gossip, what's your karma? You understand? So
right.
I don't.
Wendy, I think she did her job well, and you know she is missed, but I don't think this is the way to introduce her back into this.
But I get it. I think they really need the funds. It's a lot of probably medical bills. You hear this speaking about neurology, and I know that can be quite expensive. So it's probably a lot going on. And the people that used her and took her money, like, I just feel really bad.
I feel like they're gonna get karma too. They're already getting karma. They're already getting it.
And I don't even want to just think about it, because it's like, oh my God, this could be the lead up. Like, is this the demise of Wendy? Is this the last time we're going to see? Is this the documentary the last time we're going to see her? Like, because you know how things always happen, and I get
I hope not, but like I said, I don't know if this is the right time for her to be on camera. But we'll give you more information as it comes in. Thank you all for stopping by and spending time with us this Friday evening. Anybody who's catching the replay, make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to MASE with the Mess on Instagram and YouTube. And y'all can also follow me on Shady Room. MASE, do you have anything else to say before we?
Wow, good night. This martini got me about to fight. Because I'm about to go.
Fight.
I'm about to go to the actual husband right now. When you was behind that bag, now wait.
Evidently, it didn't matter. Y'all got married. Y'all got past it.
Yeah, I'm bringing up old stuff.
Don't be a Buffy and keep holding on to old stuff. And evidently,
you was behind that bag. Now wait.
Evidently, the bag didn't matter. Okay.
The bag didn't mean
the bag didn't mean a thing. That's what it seemed like. So y'all, we'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a good one. Good night, y'all.